What's that noise?
I don't know.
It's
We're
Monday.
excited for a new week, aren't we, Ryle?
We are.
Oh,
Good
it's
morning.
gonna
How's
be a
your
good one.
weekend? Good one?
So good. I'm a little bit jealous of you because you got out there in nature, as Nature Boy does. And I wished I could do that a little bit. How was it?
It was good. I appreciate
Yeah.
the fact that you were working this weekend so that some of us could go out there and
Yes.
enjoy the most of nature.
balance.
But it really was an absolutely incredible one. But speaking of incredible, it's Monday, so I'm going to bring that incredible energy right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show this morning. And it's an inspiring one, right? And I'm here for this. Firstly, we're going to meet the Western Cape's under-12 baseball team who, listen to this, won the national championships in Berga and find out what it takes to be a part of the team and maybe play the game too. I know I'm going to be going through a workout inspired by these kids, so
Nice.
wish me luck, guys.
Oh my God, 12-year-olds versus Ryle. Let's see how it goes. Then we finally meet the winners of the 5FM War Cry Champs, Scythians Girls College. And their war cry is, of course, something you do not want to miss out on. And there's a reason why they won. So let's see that, right?
Talk about bringing the gears through. You're definitely going to feel that energy. And then we're going to bring the energy to the kitchen because Chef Clem's in the building. He's whipping up a croissant bread pudding with berry sauce. Croissant. I'm going to work on my French this morning, okay? It's going to get better and better as we dive into the kitchen. Sanzi, you'll stand by for that one. But we're ready to fill the bellies. We're ready to fill you with 3 hours of absolute magic. Myself and this beautiful soul cannot wait to give you all the energy that you need for this Monday. And we also need energy from you. And that's why we always chatting to him, Sanzi, right?
Yeah. It's a two-way street,
Yes.
this one. I absolutely love that. What is our good morning post for the morning?
Well, this is what we're talking about. Tell us if it's winter in South Africa, but tell us without telling us it's winter in South Africa, right? So you know that thing where you tell us something without actually telling us the words? Maybe you share a picture of something crazy that you're wearing. Maybe you say something just like, yo. That normally means that it's winter in Cape Town. You kind of get where I'm going with this, right, Mzansi? It is a cold one indeed, and I think everybody in the country is definitely going to be feeling that one. So come through with those voice notes, come through with those pictures, come through with those messages. We are all over social media. Obviously, our number is 063-408-8863 if you want to share some voice notes with us. But don't forget to include the hashtag Expresso Show. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love for you to come through and hopefully warm up this frosty morning. And speaking of, official duties must commence. So let's warm you up with the latest when it comes to the news headlines.
Well, thank you, Raul, for that. Let's jump straight into the news for this morning, starting out with some national news. Well, Parliament has confirmed that the first session of the new administration will go ahead, despite some parties' intention not to attend. The Secretary of the National Assembly, Masibulele Expresso, says the names of the new members have been provided to the Chief Justice and then to Parliament. And in terms of legislation, there are 400 newly elected members of Parliament. Now, the purpose of the first session is to swear in the new members. Expresso says the date for the first session will be announced as soon as it is confirmed. Now, moving on to more news, the death toll after a shooting incident at a hairdresser in Khayelitsha in Cape Town has risen to 4 after a 5-year-old child who was wounded in the shooting died in hospital. Police spokesperson Andre Trout says the attackers walked into a hairdresser's and opened fire on customers. 2 children and a man died at the scene. 2 other children are still in hospital. Now, the suspects fled the scene and the motive for the attack is not known, and the police investigation, of course, will continue. Now, looking at your international news, the trial of 51 individuals, including 3 Americans, accused of attempting to overthrow the president of the Democratic Republic of Congo last month, has begun. The hearing is being broadcast live on national TV and radio from Ndolo military prison in the capital, Kinshasa. Arrested during the attacks on the presidential palace, they face multiple charges, including financing terrorism, murder, and attempted assassination. They have not yet been asked to plead in the case, which is being held in a marquee in the grounds of the jail. Now, a woman from Kalimpang village in central Indonesia was found devoured by a 5-meter python last week. It is believed the 45-year-old planned to sell chilies on Thursday, but never returned. After her husband and villagers launched a search, they found her belongings near a python. Suspicions arose, prompting them to open it and revealing the woman's remains. Identified as Farida, she was fully clothed inside. Though rare, similar incidents have occurred in Indonesia in recent years, claiming lives swallowed by pythons. Now, moving on to other news in the world of sports, one of the world's most famous soccer teams, Real Madrid, now has even more reason to boast. I know Carl's going to be happy about this one. It's the iconic Santiago Bernabeu Stadium, and it has undergone state-of-the-art renovations featuring a retractable roof and, wait for it, a retractable field as well. Now, the 12-time European champions aren't playing. The natural grass pitch is moved to an underground greenhouse 4 stories deep, where it's maintained with UV lights and watering until game day. The renovations, costing 1.17 billion euros, include a 360-degree LCD screen, the first in a European stadium to display various content simultaneously. Now, crowd capacity has also been increased to 85,000, with enhanced accessibility and, of course, seating for disabled fans. Now, if this is not state-of-the-art, then I do not know what is. Well, we're moving on to sports right now, which seems appropriate. Ryle is standing by.
Thank you so much, Chris. I was just doing some maths on that one. That's short of just over 20 billion rand, if I'm not mistaken. That is insane. Now, speaking of insane, let's dive into some insane results that happened this weekend, starting with rugby. Now, the Bulls will host Leinster in the United Rugby Championship semi-final at Loftus Versfeld in Pretoria next Saturday. Now, that's after a tense 30-23 quarterfinal victory over Benetton. Now, meanwhile, the Stormers' bid for a third consecutive top 4 finish was thwarted by a 27-10 defeat to Glasgow Warriors in Scotland. Now, in other quarterfinals, Munster triumphed over the Ospreys 23-7 on Friday, and Leinster overpowered Ulster 43-20 on Saturday. Now, the second semi-final will see Munster host the Glasgow Warriors, and wishing them nothing but good luck for that match. Well, we dive into the world of cricket right now, and Jasprit Bumrah was the hero as India edged out Pakistan by 6 runs in a low-scoring T20 World Cup thriller in New York yesterday. Now, India bowled out for 119 runs in 19 overs and relied on Bumrah's crucial 3 for 14 in 4 overs to hold Pakistan to 113 for 7. Now, despite Mohammad Rizwan's 31 for Pakistan, Bumrah's performance ensured India clinched the victory. Well, we now move over to Formula 1 action, and Red Bull's Max Verstappen clinched his 3rd consecutive Canadian Grand Prix victory on a wet and wild Sunday at the Circuit Gilles-Villeneuve. Now, starting from the front row alongside Mercedes' George Russell, Verstappen took the lead from McLaren's Lando Norris during the final pit stops. Now, the Dutchman secured his 6th win from 9 races this season and the 60th of his Formula 1 career. Now, meanwhile, both Ferraris had a disastrous day, with Carlos Sainz crashing on the wet track and Charles Leclerc retiring due to an engine issue. Well, finally, we've got results from the world of tennis, and Carlos Alcaraz fought back to defeat Alexander Zverev in a thrilling 5-set French Open final, becoming the youngest man to win Grand Slam titles on all 3 surfaces. Now, the 21-year-old overcame cramps and a 2-1 set deficit to win 6-3, solidified her status as the Queen of Clay by capturing her 3rd consecutive French Open title, defeating 12th seed Yasmina Polini 6-2, 6-1 on Saturday, marking. Dive into some more of this tennis action and all the results in just a bit. But for now, though, let's find out what's happening in the world of weather.
Well, thank you, Ryle. Appreciate those updates in the world of sport. But let's check out what's happening in your weather. Now, environmental news this morning is that Forestry, Fisheries and the Environment Minister, Barbara Creasy, has urged citizens to play their part in minimizing marine pollution by adopting sustainable practices. Now, this includes reducing littering, participating in beach cleanups and recycling materials. She emphasized this during World Oceans Day. The theme is Awaken New Depths, which underlines the ocean's importance for socio-economic and environmental sustainability. Now, it's celebrated in June, which coincides with South Africa's Environment Month. World Oceans Day, of course, aims to raise awareness of the ocean's significance. South Africa's maritime territory, spanning 1.5 million square kilometers, includes an exclusive economic zone of 200 nautical miles around the mainland and territories like Prince Edward and the Marian Islands. Now, Creasy, of course, has urged collective efforts to preserve these vital marine ecosystems. I absolutely love that. Do remember that in the world of weather and celebrating all things natural, you've got to share your morning views with us on 063 408 8863. We'll dive into that just after 7 o'clock, so make sure to get on it as soon as the sun peeks its way through. For now, though, let's have a look at what's happening in the temperatures.
I'm liking what I'm seeing right now. It's already warming up and it's early on your Monday morning, but it looks like it's going to be a fine day to look forward to and a fine show to look forward to as well, Mzansi. We've got a lot to discuss. Before I do, let me just get the belly ready because, yeah, we're going to pack in a lot this morning. First up, we've got a great conversation, as you've heard. We're talking about the French Open and, some incredible results that went down there. So let me make sure that we dive into that conversation, Mzansi, and you get to be a part of that after this. And, of course, the one and only, our artist of the day, Yolani J is in the building. Let's say good morning to her. I can't wait to find out about this incredible artist and see some more stellar performances lined up for your Monday. So we got you covered, Mzansi. Don't go anywhere. Stay warm, stay frosty, and we'll see you after this. Cheers.
Whatever your cough is saying, treat it with the soothing syrup like Benylin. It gets to work quickly to clear your chest. Benylin, relieve your...
It's my feel-good breakfast show. Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. A very good morning to you if you've just tuned in. It's so good to have you here. And of course, joining us right now on the couch is some incredible entertainment in the form of Yolani J. Now, she's a super talented singer and a songwriter who initially gained fame for her gospel music, but now she's taken a bit of a pivot and excelled in the world of Afrikaans pop as well as contemporary genres. And having recently released a brand new single called Klein Bietjie Lifter, let's take a sneak peek into this viral hit.
Klein bietjie liefde, weet nie om dit te doen. Daar lig my hele hart, 'n doodswoestyn. Oh, 'n klein bietjie passie, weet nie waarvan jy praat. nie cooking nie baby brande vuur vat my diepte.
Beautiful stuff, Yolani J. Can we give her a feel-good welcome? Of course, you know Stranger here. You've been around. You're part of the furniture. We love to have you here all the time, Yolani, but it is our first time engaging.
Yes.
And I want to get into something that I saw because I literally got choked up when I heard what your mom had said about you. When you were kind of deciding what to do, you were saying that, you know, the rest of your siblings were going into law and doctor and this and that.
Yeah.
But you were thinking maybe you should pursue entertainment. And she said what to you? Something about your soul that you have to pursue this.
You know, when I was thinking, like, what do I want to be when I grow up? And music was obviously, it was an option because it's the only thing I'm really good at.
No, it's not.
But when I wanted to, like, maybe pursue something in like a study direction at university, because the one thing I did say is I'll never study music.
Okay.
And my mom said to me, if you don't do music, your soul will die.
Wow. I'm literally even getting choked up right now because it kind of speaks to that faith that your mom has in you, your parents have in you, which is a little bit rare, especially, I would say, even in South Africa, pursuing something like the arts, something like entertainment. And I'm sure she's here today. I'm sure she's so proud of you for how it's all paved out. So let's talk about this journey. You moved from gospel into contemporary pop in the Afrikaans world. Of course, you had that album Spirit Breakout, Spirit Breakout is what it was called. And what was that about? Because it's quite a pivot in the industry. Was this always the plan, or how did it sort of play out?
So when I made my first album, and it just kind of happened that it's Christian. I think if you have that background, it's what your soul is full of, like that would come out, right? So I never had intentions of maybe doing this genre or that genre. I just like music.
Yes.
And I had the opportunity with Warner Music to do Afrikaans music. And it's vir my eer om musiek in my eie taal te maak.
Oh, man.
So I fell in love with my own home language,
Yes.
like again. So it's really an honor to sing in your home language because everybody can understand English and we all sing English and whatever. But my people are Afrikaans.
Yes.
So ek wil vir hulle musiek maak.
Of course.
Yeah.
And we enjoy it just the same, you know? And I think it's because that authenticity carries throughout, which I absolutely can appreciate. So let's talk about Kleine Bietjie Liefde, which I think is what we need, you know, coming into winter. We all just need a little bit of love.
Come
How
on.
did this song come about? Tell me more about the journey.
So we were sitting around a table, and one of my friends, he actually dates one of my best friends.
Okay.
And he said to me, Yolani, jy stif veel, maar ek love it.
Oh.
And I replied to him and I said, wel, klein bietjie liefde, ek weet nie hoe om dit te doen nie.
Yes.
Want ek is
I go big or go home.
Exactly. And when I said it, I knew, wait, this is a song. And I took out my notes on my iPhone and I wrote it down. And the song literally was birthed in a span of 5 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
And
right
look
there
at
and
it
then.
go. I love that. It was something that I feel was downloaded from above and needed to just be put out there.
Exactly.
How's the reception been so far?
It's amazing because for the most part, I make party music.
Yes.
And it's fun and you can sokkie to it and it's
Yeah.
net 'n goeie tyd.
Yeah.
But this is a little bit more deep and I feel like I didn't realize it, but I actually wrote the song for me.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Want ek weet nie om 'n klein bietjie liefde te doen nie.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. And so many people relate to that as well. Thank you for putting it out there. We're going to hear a bit about it later. I can't wait to get down to it. But talk to me about your writing process. I mean, you said you grabbed your phone's app and you wrote it in, but I know you've been writing for a while. Looking at your debut album, there's songs that you wrote when you were 9, 11, 13. I mean, what is going on there? Is it just something you feel was naturally gifted to you?
definitely, I think when I drive and the indicators on that tick, tick, tick,
Yeah.
it's like a metronome, I start writing.
Oh my God.
Anything you say that might be inspiring to me or it just sounds rhythmic or whatever, poetry, I write.
Yeah, that's beautiful. If people want to follow your journey, of course, they're going to follow your songs that we're going to jam to later. How exactly can they find out more about Yolani J?
Well, I've got a website, which is www.yolanij.com, or social media. I mean, we're in a digital age.
Yes.
But also my music is available on all digital platforms. So
Beautiful.
it's quite easy.
Oh, I love that. What can we expect from your performances a bit later?
Passion, yeah.
Yeah.
And nothing in small doses. Want 'n klein bietjie liefde, ek weet net nie hoe om dit te doen nie.
We love it, period. That's the end statement. Well, let's get into what Ryle's getting down to in a bit. Yolani J is going to perform for us, so don't go anywhere.
Honestly, feeling like a winner already. We've got Leonie in the building right now, and we've got you, Mzansi, who can become a winner today. But that's only if you play the Daily Lotto for an estimated 480,000 Rand in jackpots. Now, if you want to make every day feel like payday, then of course you need to play. And luckily, there are many ways to buy your tickets, and that's including in-store on the nationallottery.co.za website. There's the mobile app, or you can purchase a ticket through your cell phone banking, or simply dial *120 *7529#, and then follow the USSDs. It's really that simple. And we've made it even more easier for you because we've added all these details on our Expresso social media pages, so you can go check them out right now and get yourself in the running to win big. Want to know how big? Well, we're talking about 480,000 Rand big, and that's the estimated Daily Lotto jackpot, which could be yours, but only if you play now. So what are you waiting for, Mzansi? Get involved in this one. I also want you to get involved in all the good stuff happening in your Feel Good Breakfast show this morning. We're about to dive into a conversation with the under-12 Western Cape baseball team. They've done some incredible stuff at the National Championships. So yeah, we've got some of the stellar performance there, and we've got the coach, but I think I'm more interested in the kids to see how they just showed up and represented for their province. And then on top of that, we've got to fill the bellies up. We've got a upside down, inside out, left, right, forward, center. It's a breakfast crumble. It's fruity, and I know you're going to love it. So stick around, Mzansi. This Monday is starting off just perfect. We'll see you after this.
There are stories of creators, and we're inspired by them all. We invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. ABSA.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, Mzansi, as promised, this is your Feel Good Breakfast show. The conversation's about to get heated up, and we're about to witness the might of Western Cape's under-12 baseball champions. Yes, you heard correctly. Now, with a decade of dominance under their belts, this team, comprised of talent from across the region, recently clinched a victory at the National Championships in Gqeberha. Now they're setting their sights on Poland's Little League, with their journey kicking off this July. And here to chat to us is Coach Nelson Mapika, and the players who are involved in this incredible result. We've got Blake Kluter, Jordan Mart, and Slade Saller in the building. Mzansi, let's put our hands together for these champions! Yes! Incredible, guys. I want to hit it straight to the kids, Nelson. I know you put a lot of effort into this, but gents, this is amazing. What do you think is the reason why you did so well at this competition? Any ideas why? Yeah.
Because we're very skilled and talented, and we look forward to helping other people and helping our teammates to get better.
Oh, I love that, Slade. Thank you so much for coming through with that answer, man. Slade, maybe don't mind me asking, what position do you actually play in the team?
I play every position.
Every position. Is that quite similar for you as well, Blake,
Yes.
Jordan? Yeah, you guys will play all positions?
Yes.
Jordan, you?
Pitcher and shortstop.
Ah, okay. But regardless, you guys have quite a bit of talent amongst you because you've done incredible things. Coach, congratulations, man. This is incredible stuff. What do you think is the reason, not only for the championship result, but the fact that it seems like 10 years, a decade of results has been under your guys' belt? This is phenomenal stuff, to say the least, considering the talent we have in our country. What's the reason for this, though, man?
Thank you for having us, guys. I think it has to do with the hard work that we are putting down as coaches, in the sense, the administrators as well, not just in Cape Town, but in Western Cape as a whole, in the sense. So the program that we have in place, for these boys is really magnificent. Yeah.
Yeah, and for you, gents, Jordan, how long have you been playing this game for, actually?
7, 6 years.
7, 6 years, okay. You started when you were quite young, right? Blake and yourself?
6 years.
6 years. Same for you?
10 years.
10 years, wow, okay, Slade, 10 years. So you guys have a lot of experience. Coach, is that possibly another reason as to why you're seeing results like this? Do you think the approach to developing talent like this requires a lot of time and skill development behind it?
Yeah, it does, because like we do have under 10 league in the sense. So you find out that kids that are 8, 9, 10, they are playing at the younger age already. So as soon as they go up to under 12, you can actually see the results that are actually starting to show up. So yeah. That's the reason why, yeah.
And Blake, maybe I can ask you this one. I struggled when I was a kid. Going up against events and competitors at big stages like this, how do you deal with the pressure? How do you know that, okay, I'm nervous, there's a big moment coming up, but I've got to show up, I've got to deliver. How do you deal with that moment and not let the nerves take over?
I'll just face it, and like, so I'll just go in the batter's box and face, and if I get the walk, then I'll be free.
Nice, nice. And for you, Jordan, is it quite a nerve-wracking thing? You said you're a pitcher, right? So there's a lot of pressure on you having to try and get these guys out. Do you feel that pressure, or are you just having fun when you're out there?
I have fun sometimes, but if I have like a bad day, then I get angry.
You get angry? I feel that. What do you do when you get that anger, though? Because obviously the game's got to go on, and we still got to sometimes be able to play and sift through that anger. How do you deal with it? I'm asking these questions, guys, because there's a lot of kids watching, and I think they're very inspired by what you do, and they're trying to replicate your success. So you know you are champions, right? So, Jordan, that's why I'm asking these questions. How do you deal with that anger? Because I think a lot of kids actually go through that. Any tips? Just breathe, maybe?
I take breaths, and then I take breaks like in between.
Okay, and you've got your mates around you to also keep you calm. That's what teamwork's about. I like that. I got to know these questions because I want to learn from you young superstars. But on top of this, I want to learn how you're going to approach this next challenge. You've now smashed nationals. We're heading to Poland. This is a big, big competition. You're going to represent us across the world. How are you going to take this challenge on, Coach? What's the plans for this one?
Look here, we're just going to play like how we played at the national championship. You understand? Like, for example, you pitched in the semi-finals versus Gauteng. You know, you pitched very well, you understand? So we really don't know which teams that we're going to be facing that side. We are prepared to take whatever is going to come in our way. You know, this is a big step for these boys in the sense to go there and play in front of let's say 20, 30,000. That is here in South Africa, we will never see such a thing, in the stand. So we are ready. We have been preparing, I think, for the past 3 months now. I think, yeah, the boys are going to go there and have fun and actually going to represent South Africa as a whole as well.
Oh, I love that, guys. And again, I must say congratulations. I'm absolutely proud of you. Slade, I'm going to ask you one last question because it seems like you've got all the answers, man. I can see over there. There's a lot of kids that possibly, after seeing what you've done, maybe want to play the game as well. What advice or what skills do they need to do to maybe get involved in baseball and maybe do what you guys are doing right now? Any advice?
You just have to train every day. You don't have to be forced to train every day. Or you just have to go to club training. When you're done with club training, do some training at home. Or just throw the ball against the wall and learn how to do some pickups.
So, sounds like keep having fun and keep working, right? Yes. Oh, Slade's a man of wisdom. I must tell you, Coach, you've got some incredible boys under your wing. This is talent at its finest. I want to say congratulations, gents. You are just getting started, and I feel like you are champions that are going to do such incredible things. As long as you keep working, like Slade said. Now, we're not stopping here because in Mzansi, I'm going to be putting my paces from these incredible talents over here to see why they are actual champions and if I can hold my paces up against them. So we're not going to say goodbye just yet. We'll see you later. But for now, though, we're heading to the kitchen and filling our bellies before we get into action mode.
Oh man, I absolutely love that. Those little munchkins are just warming up my heart, which is needed in this winter chill. And as it does settle in, we know that choosing a healthy breakfast does become more of a challenge. I know I relate to that too. But enter stage left. It is Clover Fruits of the Forest, which is your delicious and convenient solution to stay on track. Because who says that we have to actually move away from our goals, right? And if you need warmth, our upside down fruity breakfast crumble is a hearty and wholesome way to kickstart your Monday. And Raul, I think that you do need a little bit of encouragement going up against these under 12s, you know, as they put you through your paces. Come on through. You're definitely going to need some sort of nutrition in your belly.
Bring it on. And the fact that I'm seeing good colors here means that whenever we're eating into the rainbow, we're getting some nutrition as well. So thank you for that. This is a great way to start the week.
This is what I'm learning from you. I absolutely love it. Are you into a crumble?
I am.
Okay.
It depends how well it's made. So you've got a lot of pressure on you right now.
No, stop it. Why do you come in with the pressure, man? But you're going to be helping me. So I think the two of us together, it has to be good, right?
Right, let's do this.
You're going to do sort of the base. I know usually you would think that this is the base, but no, this is the top crumble. You're going to start with 2 tablespoons of our yogurt.
Of the good stuff.
The good stuff. I think it's the citrus flavor we have today with real fruit pieces, as well as our berries and our apples. And I'll get into the crumble. I'll do the dirty work. It's actually fruit and custard flavor, I think.
It is indeed. Yes, I can smell just by the moment I open this. This is already a dessert that's pretty much sorted in and on itself.
Yeah.
But I just realized now that this is why we're doing this as the base, because it's upside down.
It's upside down.
Come on.
We're turning things around this Monday morning to keep you on your feet.
Yes.
And of course, if you're trying to fit in a breakfast meal that's nutritious and tasty, it can be challenging to put those two together, isn't it? But with our busy lives, Clover Fruits of the Forest has got us covered. And it's thicker and it's creamier with real fruit pieces. And of course, it makes it more convenient than ever to have a fruitful day.
Oh, stop it, you did it. Well
Doing a joke there,
I see what you did
2
there.
tablespoons we've got,
yes,
right?
2 tablespoons are in here, sorted.
Throw the
What's
berries
next?
in as well.
Just
Be
like
generous.
that, so nice. We've
Do
got
what you need to do.
Berries in here, so that's some nutrition, some good antioxidants in there as well.
Okay.
Are these pears or apples?
No, it's an apple.
It's an apple.
It's
You
an
sliced these
apple.
quite fancy.
You
I like
that?
this. Are these going in as well?
I de-seeded and rounded them.
Wow. Put some work in this morning, right?
It's behind the scenes.
They are
so
going in, right?
They're going
Okay,
in,
cool.
yes.
That
I'm going
goes
to do
in
the
there.
crumbles. So we've got some butter. We're going to chuck the flour in.
Oh.
I'm not a baker, but
Not a baker.
we're gonna,
Trust me.
we're gonna try.
It's been like a week already on the show?
3, right?
3 weeks? What? Time is flying.
Well, today is officially week 3.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
officially, I think after a month, you pretty much become a baker, whether you like it or not, because we have incredible behind-the-scenes fairies that actually do a lot of the work, and they make it so easy.
And they make us look good.
They really do make us look good, but trust me, when you get home and you're like, I'm fancying something, stand in the kitchen and just let your hands do the work. I promise you.
Yeah.
You just have to go onto expressoshow.com, get some inspiration, and let your hands take over. And you realize, like, the magic just happens. You've got all these skills that you developed over
It's
time.
like muscle memory, isn't it?
And it's like our viewers as well. I promise you, they have been educated and they've become mini chefs just by watching the show and doing exactly that. So.
Well, we're doing the Lord's work because
We are.
I'm about to fatten up my family by all of this. I love it. Well, I'm making a crumble right now. So I'm putting together the sugar as well as the flour and the butter. And I'm going to throw in the granola afterwards.
Okay.
And that's going to be our topping. So what you can do, Slung, is throw in our greased pan. Throw the fruit in our grease pan.
Okay.
Don't
so
throw
the
the
pan
grease
has
pan
been
in it.
greased, though.
Yes, it
okay,
has.
Is that what you were meaning? I got you, all right. So this is the upside-down
Multitasking.
crumble. The upside down has come into play, people, because this is the base, believe it or not. You'll normally see this on the top of a crumble right now. But what I'm going to do is kind of just spread that out a little bit. I want to show Mzansi that they can see this. As you can see, the berries might not all go in the same place. So kind of just add some balance if you need. So that
need some even distribution, right?
Yeah, because I know, obviously, when you slice into this, you're going to get like... I know if it was myself and Carissa as an example, she'd slice into this and she'd just go at me because she didn't get enough berries in her slice.
You know that I
I'm
would.
going to make sure that I don't anger you, okay? I know how you like your berries. I got you.
I love some berries, and then we're also going to add some granola. Excuse my very dirty hands. Add a bit of a crunch as well as color to it. So we've got the texture, we've got the tartness and the sweetness from the fruit, and of course the creaminess and real fruits from our Clover Fruits of the Forest. Okay, so once that's all turned up and looking beautiful, I'm gonna give it to you because my hands are crazy right now. We're gonna chuck that over.
Is this just
Well, I wash my hands. Just do your thing. I trust you, Raul. I'm not even looking,
careful.
but I know you got this.
You might learn not to trust him in the kitchen because really haven't been here long enough.
No, I haven't. I have not.
But I must say, it is looking pretty decent.
Is
From
it?
what I think it's supposed to look like, this is not too far off.
Okay, well, we've got the end product over there, maybe looking a little bit fancier, but I think that we've got it.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we did really well. Teamwork.
Yeah, I'm proud of us. I'm just, like anticipating, like you said, the
Yeah.
texture of this is going to be incredible.
Yeah.
You got that crumble, you got some of that like fruitiness, you got that
Yes.
gooiness,
Ooh.
and then let's not forget Clover's fruits of the forest, which is
Yeah.
just kind of making it become that umami glue that just brings it all together.
I love it when you speak foreign. Come on. Do you want to taste it? I feel like we should have a little
let's
bit
do
of a
that.
bite.
Let's do exactly that. I think it's Monday
Not our
morning.
raw
Let's
one.
get it.
We're going to go into the finished
I
product.
reckon if we tried that, it would still be good. But let me grab some spoons.
Okay.
Boom, boom, boom.
Ooh, it's still warm too.
All right. There we
feel
go.
like we're just
Spoons
gonna
at your
dig
service. I
in.
think we should, eh? Why not?
Okay.
Make sure you get some berries in yours.
Okay,
now, right?
I will,
Wanna make
I
you
will.
angry.
I also think this would be so good topped with the yogurt too. You know, like an apple crumble, and then you got the
Stop it.
custard.
Why don't we just do that right
do
now?
Do it with that
This is
flavor.
not on the recipe, guys. Just so you know, we're just being naughty right now. So let's just use that in case we spill.
Yes.
And I think you can bring
That's
your...
the flour one.
Bring your...
Let's
Should we
put it
just...
in there.
Yeah, let's just do that. Should we just drizzle it straight over here,
Yeah,
actually?
let's go for it.
This is naughty.
We're wild out here.
We're wild out here. Look at that.
Oh,
This is
yum.
perfect.
Put a bit on my
Just get some
spoon
on yours.
too.
Come on.
Delicious.
This is
Okay, I'll
what
wait for
collab's
you so
about,
we can
y'all. Wait for me.
cheers.
I don't want FOMO right now.
I'm so excited
Should I
to take
get
a bite.
Glue stick? Okay.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
A big
Cheers.
daddy bite.
Ooh, I got a
Let's
big
go.
The fact that it's warm,
was
oh my God.
I know.
I didn't take a TV bite either.
Neither did I. That was good.
It's a big yes from me. Absolutely well done. Expresso.com, you want this recipe and a mouth full of goodness, just like Marisa, Carissa and I right now. Wow, wow, wow.
Absolutely delicious. If you missed
Sorted.
anything, like Raul said, between bitefuls, of course, expressoshow.com is where you find this goodness. Delicious. Shall we go for more?
Yeah.
Enjoy a thicker and creamier full cream yogurt with real fruit pieces. A fruitful day awaits with Clover Fruits of the Forest.
Whoa, that was absolutely delicious. I can't believe we made that.
We did that.
And we're not stopping here, Mzansi. We've still got so much to look forward to on your Feel Good Breakfast show. And not just entertainment, but we've got a great conversation coming up when it comes to the French Open. Yes, the man himself is standing by to dive into this conversation. I saw crazy comments online.
Yeah.
Crazy comments. Apparently, obviously, Carlos did win, but I've heard some theories about the fact that he might have been robbed. I won't say anything else. We'll talk about this in just a bit, Mzansi, but there's still so much more to look forward to as well.
Absolutely. Of course, we have Yolani J that stands by with some entertainment, but you're going to have to wait just a little bit for that. And we're going to learn how to play baseball. I say we. I'm going to try. Raul, you're also going to definitely be put through it, but these little guys definitely know what's up. So find out more straight after this.
Only you can make my day.
Don't fall victim to intestinal worms. Use kid-friendly Vermox twice a year and get rid of unwanted guests. Vermox.
It's my feel good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, sometimes welcome back. It is your feel-good breakfast show. Lots to unpack from this weekend, so let's do that right now as we delve into the thrilling French Open finals. Now, we had Iga Swiatek securing the third straight and fourth title with a dominant win over Yasmina Paolini, while Carlos Alcaraz battled through 5 sets to become the youngest man to win Grand Slams on all 3 surfaces. Now, here to chat to us about the finals is tennis coach Ricky Solomon and tennis enthusiast Nazli Abrams in the building. Thank you for being our esteemed panel this morning. You guys, yeah, it's an absolute pleasure. You had a chance to watch the incredible action this weekend.
Yeah.
Whoa, a lot to talk about. Let's start straight into it. Obviously, let's talk about Carlos Alcaraz. This is huge. The man has shown his talents in the past. He's shown his potential of this hybrid athlete of some of the greats that he's now bringing to the forefront. What do you think about that result? There's a lot to talk about. Do you think it was an absolute deserved win? It was a hard-fought win, to say the least. I couldn't even watch the entire game. It was so long.
It was long, yes.
But, yeah, what's your take on that?
Mine?
Yeah,
so
Nazli?
Carlos has been carrying an injury. It's his first tournament back. He wore sleeve. And I really thought this was Sasha's chance to take it. But about Carlos, that was an amazing result for him.
Yes, so...
Fill me in on that.
Yes, so when it comes to the clay tournaments, the French Open is still one that doesn't use Hawkeye.
Okay.
And this is because on clay you can see clear marks of where the ball lands.
And it keeps that traditional feel as well,
Yes,
right?
and so if you are concerned about the call, you know, you're like upset, well, not upset, but as a player, you're not happy with the call, you can call the umpire down, they'll come and check, you know, on the mark. And unfortunately, these players are playing with millimeters, less than millimeters. So if the ball is touching any piece of the line, it's in. And so you kind of have dust, you have wind, and so they're like, no, but there's a touch, and the umpire's like, no, there's no. And so that's what we saw happening a few times. And it will happen till the Kingdom come. So I suppose once they get Hawkeye at the French, there'll be no more debate, you know? We don't argue with AI. We don't argue with that.
We don't argue with that. What we won't argue with is the fact that we scoured to see what shots we could find from the weekend, and there were so many, but we found a shot of the day, and we wanted to know if you agree with this one.
Okay.
So let's just play this and see what you think.
Call to 15.
It's a spectacle, to say the least. I didn't know joints were this mobile. It's the future of what the body can do, and I think this is just testament to this new era of tennis that we're going to see with these youngsters. A past era, though, let's talk about Iga, because, I mean, this is incredible stuff. This is a 3rd consecutive French Open, I believe, and I think this is just showing a dominance on clay. Do you think she's going to have a challenge anytime soon?
No.
No.
Barring anything
Catastrophic? Yeah.
catastrophic? No, absolutely not.
It looks like she's just in complete control. It's such a beautiful thing to watch as well.
Yeah, she's... I've mentioned this now numerous times, but technically, and her skill level is... He
seems to be edging closer. He's bringing it to a player like Alcaraz, taking it to 5 sets in total.
Yeah.
Does this speak to progress? Does it speak to the glimpse of him being able to possibly take this title? Or is he going to have to do a whole lot more than what we're seeing right now?
Look, Nazli is a Zverev fan through and through. She's been following him, so I suppose she might
Since
have
his juniors, yeah.
Okay.
I've been following him since his juniors. I thought that he would be the next Novak Djokovic. Actually, he just doesn't have...
You might hold back on a certain shot because you're afraid, you know?
Yeah.
And so only he will really know what his level is and if he was up there. So.
Well, Ricky and Nazli, thank you always for coming through. I think for the lead up to this final as well. It's been incredible to get your insights as well, Ricky. Thank you, Nazli, for sharing a lot of your insights. And I hope to see both of you soon for the next Open that does come through. And I think just more excited is the fact that we have young talent to look forward to, not only in the sport of tennis, but also in the sport of baseball. And we're going to dive into that right now and see exactly how Western Cape became champions at the Nationals in Gqeberha. Check it out.
Well, earlier we spoke with the Western Cape Under-12 team about their recent win. Congratulations again at the SA Nationals. And of course, the upcoming tour of Poland. We're international, baby. I love that. Now they're going to walk us through some baseball rules and maybe even give us a swinging demonstration. I have to invite Ryle because he is the sports guy, all right? I'm trying my best out here. And of course, we've got the Under-12, at least 2 representatives with us, team.
Yeah.
Ryle,
Let's go, boys.
Are going to have to do this. You might want to grab one of these later, but I think we should start with the equipment. So I'm pretty new to almost said basketball. You see, I even got it wrong. I'm pretty new to baseball. So what are we holding? What sort of things do we need to play the game?
Oh, so this is a pack.
Okay.
We use it to hit the ball and the home runs. So basically, like, we have a plate. So there will be a plate in front of us. Then if the ball is like, say, here, your ankle and here. So you can swing, but if it must go like right straight over the plate. Then
So is that like, I think my only example I have is, let's say, cricket. And excuse my naivety here now, Blake and Slade. But how do you, like, get thrown out? Because obviously you got a pitcher that's the bowler, so he's throwing the ball, but there's no, like, target or wicket. So how do I throw you out? Or how do I pitch the ball so that you go out?
so there will be a catcher
Okay.
behind me.
Ah.
So he will keep his mitt up, and you just need to watch the...
Hang on. You just said keep your mitt up. What's a mitt, bro?
Your glove.
Oh, okay. Do we have a glove? A mitt? Oh, is this what a mitt? Ah, okay. I see this on the movies all the time. And I'm so like, let's throw some ball. Is this what you're using to catch?
Yes.
Why use a mitt like this? Is the ball quite hard?
Yes.
So that's to protect your hand as well?
Yes.
Ah, okay. This makes sense. Because I would imagine if you hit the ball with this, because it seems like this thing is... Can I just check this out, Slade? This thing is so small. You've got to hit a ball with this. That's going to come at quite a pace, right? You've got to catch that as a catch on the field too?
Yes.
Okay, so how many ways can you actually get out of this game? I can pitch you out, right, Slade?
Yes.
That's correct?
Yes.
What other ways?
You can hit a fly ball up to the sky and it catch you and you're out.
So if I was a pitcher, I'd catch her with a mitt and you'd be out?
Yes.
Okay, any other ways?
Send I hit the ball to the shortstop and shortstop picks it up and he throws to first and it gets it, and the ball gets it before you to first base and you're out.
So once you hit it, and the fielder's going to grab the ball, you've got to get to your base before he throws the ball at the base. Yo, there's a lot of pressure going on here. You've got to concentrate, you've got to focus. A lot going on. Okay, so can you show me an example of how you would pitch? Can we pretend that X over there is like the bat? What do you call it? A pitch?
The plate.
The plate. So you want to step up to the... Oh, that's where the saying comes from, guys.
Step up to the plate. Come on.
All right, so Blake, you want to step up to the plate for me? I think we should all be careful here because that thing does swing quite a bit.
Not stand behind
let's
you,
pretend that a ball's coming at you right now. How are you preparing for this moment?
So I need to just measure up to see if I can reach the plate.
Okay.
And I will do this for the umpire to say stop.
Okay.
And the umpire must say play ball if I take it away. So I'll measure up. Wait.
And now you're ready.
Ooh, did you hear that?
The technique,
Oh
yeah.
my
The man split the
goodness.
wind in half. Okay. So this is your specialty? Are you more of we call it a batter, is that correct?
Yes.
A batter. Slade, you the same, also a batter, or do you pitch as well?
I bat and pitch.
Can we go through an example here? I know this is not a massive pitch, but can we pretend that you're pitching to Blake right now? I want to see the whole setup here. I want to feel the vibes. I can stand behind him and pretend I'm the, what do you call him, like the catcher?
Catcher.
Okay, cool. Can we do that? And then we got Carissa
I'm
here
proud.
just
I'm
putting it all
so
together. All right. So let's pitch from, let's say we'll pitch from this side over here. You batting in that direction. I'll be standing behind you. How far behind you should I be? Because I don't want to get hit by this thing.
Yeah.
Is this safe enough, Blake? Am I safe enough over here?
Am I safe too?
All right, batter is up. How are we doing this? You guys got to talk us through what happens next.
Slade,
I'm going to throw now.
You're going for a pitch?
Not too
All
hard,
right.
not too hard.
Yes! Is that a strike?
Yes.
No, okay.
So it needs to be here.
Okay, so there's like a sweet spot that we've got to get it into. The coach is stepping in here. Coach, talk to me about what's happening. So how come that wasn't a strike? I caught the ball, though.
Yeah, you caught the ball, but now, remember, we do a 40-core strike zone in baseball.
Okay.
Right, so if someone throws the ball up here, that's a ball.
Yeah.
The ball here should be here to your knees.
Okay.
Yeah, so if, for example, give me a bat. So if someone throws a ball up here, that's a ball. There's no way that you'll be able to hit that ball.
That's
the same
high.
applies in cricket,
Okay.
right?
It's like a no ball.
Yeah, that's like a no ball in cricket in the sense. So in baseball, it's a ball. So if someone throws, a pitcher throws 4 balls like that, you get a free walk to first base. So we penalize
like a free hit almost in
like a
cricket.
free hit in the sense. There you go. That's how it works. Yeah.
Okay, coach coming through, clarifying everything. Kids, let's have one more ball. Let's have one more example.
Nice.
You ready to pitch again? Don't throw too hard, bro. I felt that through the glove already. That was kind of a hard one. All right, pitch is up. Coach, you ready?
Yep.
Woo! Is that a strike?
Oh.
Too high. Okay, we're gonna get a strike. One more. We're gonna get this. We're gonna get this.
Let's do it.
Blake's eye is in. All right, let's do this. Concentration. Woo!
That was a strike.
That was a strike, even though I dropped the ball?
That was a strike, yeah.
Yes, exactly. That's okay.
That was a strike.
Yeah?
But if that was the third strike, the batter could still
Run
have
to
a
first
chance
base,
to
yeah.
run.
Okay,
Say that again,
all right.
say
Say
that
it again so that Mzansi can hear you, Blake.
If you drop the ball and it was the third strike, you could still run. So you would have to play first to get him
Well,
out.
Nelson, Blake, Slade, thank you guys so much for firstly being champions, for putting all the hard work that you have into this incredible event. And I think Mzansi is definitely behind you and supporting you right now. So we're going to wish you nothing but the best of luck for Poland. I know you guys are going to absolutely smash it. And thank you for representing us, guys. I appreciate all the work that you're putting into this. It's nothing but good luck from you, coach.
Thank you very much, man.
Mzansi, we'll see you after this. More inspiration coming out, your Feel Good Breakfast show, and hopefully some more fun. Don't go anywhere.
Drained? Dehydrated? You have lost more than just fluid. Recover faster. Add Rehydrate, SA's #1 oral electrolyte mixture.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Oh, yes, Mzansi, welcome back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast show, and already not even an hour in, or almost an hour in, and it's feeling so good. Great conversation and great inspiration.
Absolutely. Not only inspiration, but entertainment. And taking to the stage right now, without waiting any longer, is our guest for today, Yolani J. And she's going to be performing her song, Bitter. Yolani, take it away.
Hi, hierdie een is bitter. En as jy hou van diergoed, wel dan is hierdie een nie vir jou nie.
Weet je waar geluk begin of eindig? Waar die goudboot wegkruip van die reënboog? Waar engele vlekke kry? As jy weet, sê dalk vir my. In my gedagtes en emosies, oh, dit hardloop soms ver van my af. En al kom die wêreld en steel my lag, wel dis okay, want ek werk nog aan my. Want ek soek nog vir selfvertroue. Sy kom en gaan net soos sy wil. En ek verkies goedkoop champagne, want die bierbottels proe beter vir my. Beter vir my. Beter vir my. Beter vir my. Oh, want die bierbottels proe beter vir my. Ek verdwaal soms in my kop, maar ek is dankbaar, ek is ook trots. En al kom die wêreld en steel my lag, wel dis okay, want ek werk nog aan my. Want ek soek nog vir selfvertroue. Ons sy kom en gaan net soos wat sy wil. En ek verkies goedkoop champagne, want die dierbottels proe beter vir my. Beter vir my. Beter vir my. Beter vir my. Oh, want die dierbottels proe beter vir my. Beter vir my. Beter vir my. Beter vir my. Oh, want die dierbottels proe beter vir my. Ja, want die dierbottels proe beter vir my. En ek vertel graag staaltjies vir kinders, want ons skuld hou hulle klein. Die lewe gaan so vinnig verby. Ek soek 'n klok sonder wyser, sonder tyd.
Wow, 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 wow. How incredible. Yolani J with Bitter, and she's got so much more where that comes from. You'll find out more throughout the show today, so don't go anywhere. For now, though, it's just gone 7 o'clock. Let's check in with what is happening in your world of news, and we get started with the city of Cape Town as it's cautioned people to stay away from seals after a confirmed rabies case has broken out. It issued the warning after the Western Cape Provincial Veterinary Services confirmed a Cape fur seal off the coast at Big Bay had tested positive for rabies. It warned people to avoid contact with and also keep their pets away from the seals. The precaution applies to the entire Cape Peninsula coastline. Now, any person bitten by a seal is urged to seek immediate medical attention and to notify the relevant authorities. Now, Parliament has confirmed that the first session of the new administration will go ahead, despite some parties' intention not to attend. The Secretary of the National Assembly, Masibulele Expresso, says the names of the new members have been provided to the Chief Justice and then to Parliament. And in terms of legislation, there are 400 newly elected members of Parliament. The purpose of the first session is to swear in the new members. Expresso says the date for the first session will be announced as soon as it has been been confirmed. Now, looking at some international news, in South Korea, it is said it will resume propaganda broadcasts against North Korea for the first time in 6 years in response to Pyongyang's campaign for sending rubbish-filled balloons across the border. Over 300 North Korean balloons were detected the weekend, with around 80 landing carrying scrap paper and plastic sheets. Now, the public was warned not to touch the balloons and to be aware of falling objects. North Korea said it was in retaliation for activists in the south sending 10 balloons containing leaflets critical of the North Korean regime on Friday. And the trial of 51 individuals, including 3 Americans, accused of attempting to overthrow the president of the Democratic Republic of Congo last month, has begun. The hearing is being broadcast live on national TV and radio from Ndolo Military Prison in the capital, Kinshasa. Arrested during attacks on the presidential palace, they face multiple charges, including financing terrorism, murder, and attempted assassination. They have not yet been asked to plead in the case, which is to be held in a marquee in the grounds of the jail. Now, ending with some sporting news, one of the world's most famous soccer teams, Real Madrid, now even has more reasons to brag. Its iconic Santiago Bernabeu Stadium has undergone state-of-the-art renovations featuring a retractable roof and, hear this, an incredible retractable field as well. When the 12-time European champions aren't playing, the natural grass pitch is moved to an underground greenhouse 4 stories deep, where it's maintained with UV lights and watering until game day does arrive. Now, the renovations do cost 1.17 billion euros, including a new 360-degree LCD screen, the first in Europe in a European stadium to display various content simultaneously. Now, crowd capacity has also been increased to 85,000 with enhanced accessibility and seating for disabled fans. Now, if this is not state-of-the-art, then I don't know what is. Well, up next is your sporting highlights with Ryle.
Thank you so much. Yes, let's dive into the world of sport once again, and starting off with rugby news. Now, the Bulls will host Leinster in the United Rugby Championship semi-final at Loftus Versfeld in Pretoria next Saturday after a tense 30-23 quarter-final victory over Benetton. Now, meanwhile, the Stormers' bid for a 3rd consecutive top 4 finish was thwarted by a 27-10 defeat to Glasgow Warriors in Scotland. Now, in other quarterfinals, Munster triumphed over the Ospreys 23-7 on Friday, and Leinster overpowered Ulster 43-20 on Saturday. Now, the second semi-final will see Munster host the Glasgow Warriors. We'll move to the world of cricket, and Jasprit Bumrah was the hero as India edged out Pakistan by 6 runs in a low-scoring T20 World Cup thriller in New York yesterday. Now, India bowled out for 119 runs in 19 overs, relied on Bumrah's crucial 3 for 14 in 4 overs to hold Pakistan to 113 runs for 7 wickets. Now, despite Mohammad Rizwan's 31 for Pakistan, Bumrah's performance ensured India clinched the victory. Well, we next move over to Formula 1 action, and Red Bull's Max Verstappen clinched his 3rd consecutive Canadian Grand Prix victory on a wet and wild Sunday at the circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Now, starting from the front row alongside Mercedes' George Russell, Verstappen took the lead from McLaren's Lando Norris during the final pit stops. Now, the Dutchman secured his 6th win from 9 races this season and the 60th of his Formula 1 career. Now, meanwhile, both Ferraris had a disastrous day, with Carlos Sainz crashing on the wet track and Charles Leclerc retiring due to an engine issue. Well, you've heard all about the conversation this morning. Well, let's dive into the results once again. We're talking about tennis, and Carlos Alcaraz fought back to defeat Alexander Zverev in a thrilling 5-set French Open, her status as the Queen of Clay by capturing her 3rd consecutive French Open title, defeating 12th seed Yasmina Paolini 6-2, 6-1 on Saturday. That's all the sporting action I have for you right now. We'll dive all into it again for the next hour. But for now, though, let's see how we can assist you when it comes to the roads.
Thank you, Raul. Let's take a look at what's happening on your roads. Well, in Centurion in Johannesburg, there's been an accident on the southbound ramp towards the N1 at Brakfontein interchange. Traffic is slow moving, so allow for added travel time and plan your route accordingly. Now, in Durban, in KZN, there are ongoing bi-directional roadworks on the N2 between Mgeni interchange and EB Klutter interchange. Restricted lanes are closed, so please go ahead once again and plan your route accordingly. And remember to always drive carefully out there. Now, from your roads to your weather, let's find out what's happening. Now, in environmental news this morning, the Forestry, Fisheries and the Environment Minister, Barbara Creecy, has urged citizens to play their part in minimizing marine pollution by adopting sustainable practices. Now, these include reducing littering, participating in beach cleanups, and also recycling materials. She emphasized this during World Oceans Day. That's themed this year, Awaken New Depths, which underlines the ocean's importance for socio-economic and environmental sustainability. Now, it's celebrated in June, coinciding with South Africa's Environment Month. World Oceans Day aims to raise awareness of the ocean's significance. And South Africa's maritime territory, which spans 1.5 million square kilometers, includes an exclusive economic zone of 200 nautical miles around the mainland and territories like Prince Edward, as well as the Marion Islands. Creecy has urged collective efforts to preserve these vital marine ecosystems. I do think we can all do our parts to, of course, make sure our oceans remain beautiful. Now, looking at your sunrise view of this hour, thank you so much to Eunice Samisal for getting in touch with this. Honestly, it was the trees that grabbed my attention and those wonderful clouds that we can see peeking on through. And that was sent from Rand Park Ridge. Thank you, Eunice, for sharing your beautiful morning with us. And if you too want to be like her, get in touch with us on 063 408 8863. Now, let's have a look at what's happening with your temperatures for the day.
Zanzi, looking like a good day ahead. Yeah.
I think so. I'm so glad the rain has actually stayed at bay because we want some sunshine, all right?
We want some sunshine and we want you to stick around as well, Zanzi, because we've got so much to look forward to. I believe you've got your movement on, right?
Telling you, Ryle, we're only 3 weeks in and y'all are making me move and groove. And it's really exciting because I did a bar class last week and this week I did a step class with the teacher, Courtney, and it was so incredible. So I cannot wait to show you what that was all about in just a minute.
So much fun was had. And speaking of fun, we've got entertainment news still coming through. I don't know if it's going to be fun or shocking, but stick around to find out. And we're going to dive straight into all that in just a bit. See you then.
We connect more countries than any other airline. Turkish Airlines.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, Mzansi, welcome back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Monday, and you've made an incredible decision because you're spending your morning with us.
Absolutely.
So well played to you.
Nice. Good job, all right? You're off to a good start, and right now we're going to delve into the world of entertainment news. As you know, it's my favorite topic. We're going to be catching up with our favorite celebrities, and we've got to start with Tyler. She is the ultimate celebrity right now.
Right?
Talk of the town. She is our Grammy Award-winning pop sensation, and there's a lot of controversy going around between her and Britney. Britney Spears, that is. She says that there have been comparisons with the two of them, and guys, it's getting boring now, is what she's saying. Yeah,
Wow,
it's getting boring now. Personally, I would have found comparisons to the pop icon Britney Spears quite a compliment. But with this in particular, they're saying that when it came to the water visuals that she released for her music video, it drew very similar comparisons to a music video that Britney Spears released called I'm a Slave for You back in 2001.
Okay, I can kind of see where they're going with this.
But I don't see what's wrong with that. I'm just saying nothing's original. We borrow from each other. Like, why is that a problem?
I really think you're hitting the nail on the head there. I think, if anything, that's an ode and a sort of a credential tick for both parties, right? And not just for Tyler and Britney, but I think this is almost like Tyler throwing it back to Britney, if it even was the case, to say, like, yeah, you are iconic, and I'm going to keep that iconic flame going now. And let that flame burn bright. And she's doing exactly that, right?
Absolutely.
I think this is awesome. I think it's exactly that. It's a stamp of approval. If people are considering and comparing to someone like that, bro, I'll take that all day. Yeah,
every single day. And for Britney also, I guess she's gained some relevance, not that she ever lost it, once again, because Tyler, like you said, is the talk of the town. Speaking of the talk of the town, this woman was the talk of the town. I would say back in like 2011 to 2016, she was the vocal of house. They called her the princess of house. Her name is Boosie, and she gave us so many hits. Her and Black Coffee, that combination was so iconic. She gave us Easy to Love on her own with Black Coffee. She gave us Superman, the vocals of that, which Drake sampled. She was on that as well. And of course, there was a song called Turn You On, which also gained international success. So in 2016, she took a break because she tied the knot and then was just like, you know what, guys, I'm going to enjoy my marriage. I'm going to enjoy my man. But she is back and better, baby. 2024, we see the return of Boosie. And she's going to also be collabing once again with a longtime producer. His name, if I'm not mistaken, is Demo Sikosana. So the two of them are going to just enjoy making some music again.
Oh, this means that we get that sort of eclectic celestial voice coming through with house music. And I think not just house music, but the way music has sort of changed and navigated the medium right now. Since that time, I can't even imagine what she's going to do when she puts her little flavor and touch on all this. It's going to be
she's
magic.
got a track called Faithful that's out, and I can't wait to see if that's part of a bigger body of work, or can we expect an EP? Are we going to see Boosie, you know, grace our stages once again? Very excited for the queen to be back, or the princess.
I think we should just give a shout out. Boosie, you need to get on the show. We need to chat to you. Boosie, if you're listening right now, get on over to Expresso's couch. We want to find out more about your comeback. 2.3.5.0, whatever you call it, we're here for it.
I love it, I love it. Boosie, we can't wait to have you in studio. Moving from one queen to another, let's talk about Jessica Alba.
Yes.
I've loved her since Dark Angel. I literally wanted a tattoo of that barcode at the back of my neck, just like her. Thankfully, I didn't. I was probably like 10 or 12 at the time.
Would have been a good look on you.
Oh, thank you. Well, her and her husband, Cash Warren, have gone through so many stages in their relationship.
It's been a while, right?
Yeah, it's been 16 years of them together. And they said there was a moment there that they might have split ways. I mean, even Cash came out in a podcast, because that's just the new place that people talk on, right? And he said that he has to take accountability because he was actually threatened. He was a little bit jealous of her success because, I mean, she was a household name at a time. She's an entrepreneur, she's a mother, she was in blockbuster films, and he took a step back. And they just basically said, the key to a great relationship is over-communication and sometimes under-communication, because, I mean, you don't have to tell your person everything. Some things you can keep to yourself, you know, especially if you're angry in the moment. You take it, you breathe, and then you come back and then share your thoughts.
Especially if it's not conducive to the environment. Like, read the room. You might be going through, like, the biggest line or whatever. You never know what goes on in these lives. That's crazy. I think the fact that they've been together for so long, for me, is actually something quite encouraging. You often hear of these breakups, you often hear of these things never lasting. And to know that despite it all and considering everything that they go through in their lifestyles and in their work, it's amazing to see that they've been able to still keep that bond.
Beautiful. So, 3 children later as well.
That's insane. In a world like that they live in, I'm here for it. It gives us all hope.
Yes, I'm so here for it. So excited for Jessica Alba, my girl, still to be together with Cash Warren. And then we got to end off on a note that is very close to my heart. I'm super passionate about it. I've been following this influencer and model in particular for a while now, and it's because she's so body positive. Now, when I came onto the scene, I knew that I was a little bit different to what people were looking for, right? Like, I'm not a Miss SA type. I kind of bring my own flair and flavor, and I'm definitely an advocate for body positivity because we come in all shapes and sizes.
100%.
And this woman's name is Iskra Lawrence, and she is a beautiful plus-size model, and she's pregnant with her second child, in fact. So she took the runway, did her thing, looked absolutely
wow, look at this.
gorgeous.
Amazing.
But the comments and the responses to it was terrible.
Oh, really?
People like, oh, that was my breakfast. No, oh no, how could you?
Are we still
obesity,
there?
you're promoting this. I can't believe it, Ryle. 2024.
But I think that's just insight into the fact that so many of us have not healed our trauma. So many of us are not dealing with the things that are obviously being resonated by powerful images and powerful moments like this. So I think this is a big question for you that gets stirred up by these questions, these moments right now. What are you not dealing with that's causing these emotions right now? And I think that's a big sort of a nod to say that, hey, we still got a lot to deal with in society right now, unfortunately so. But I think that gives us an opportunity to educate. And that's something that's important right now. Like you said, we all come in shapes and sizes. We all need to be healthy. And healthy doesn't look like what you see on a magazine. Let's be aware of that, Mzansi. So let's be cognizant of the fact that I think this is something that we welcome. If you're healthy and if you're happy, then that should be something that we showcase and flaunt no matter how it looks.
Absolutely. And also just a reminder that your worth is innate to who you are, right? It isn't determined by the size of pants that you wear. If your body moves and gets bigger and smaller, you are beautiful just the way that you are. And that's just a reminder to every woman out there that don't listen to the haters, okay? You are gorgeous in your body as it is right now.
I love that. Don't listen to the haters, listen to Carissa. She knows what's up.
I know what I'm talking about. And on your Feel Good Breakfast show, we know that a great morning is not only about encouragement, but also it's about setting the tone for a fabulous day ahead, which I think we're doing quite well at that. And if you're curious about how we actually have great mornings while being busy, well, stick around to find out.
Yeah, you can stick around and find out right now because this lovely soul over here is going to be sharing a secret to a vibrant start. I've been wondering, how do you get this vibrance going on? Well, finally, we get to see how she keeps the momentum throughout the day. Let's check it out.
No 2 days in my life look the same, especially when I'm out juggling so many different kinds of things. But let me let you in on a little secret. I go for this bad boy to make sure that my energy is sustained throughout the day. It is, of course, the clover fruits of the forest. And so all I do is open it up and have a couple bites to make sure that I have a fruitful day. I wake up around 3:15 because there's quite a lot to do. I'm also not a morning person, and so I like to give myself time to unfurl in the early hours of the morning so that when I get to set and work with the best team, I'm already my best self as well. Waking up super early every single morning to show up as my best self can get quite tiring, as you can imagine, but fret not, I definitely have a solution to this, and that is to just move my body every day and add a little bit of exercise to maintain my energy. And today you get to come along with me to a fun fitness activity, but we cannot forget to bring this one along with us. Let's go. As much as I love incorporating fitness into my lifestyle, it has to be fun, right? It has to meet that criteria. And today I am so excited to do something different. We're about to do a step class. We're gonna get the body moving, the music's gonna get pumping. Let's go right now in 3, 2, 1, action.
My name is Courtney Smith. I'm a dancer and choreographer. I've recently ventured into step classes where there's a lot more energy that I'm giving right now. There's different kinds of step classes, so you can find the aerobics one in any gym that you're doing, but for what I offer is basically more along the lines of having fun while doing fitness with good music, good steps, and a good instructor like myself.
I've done step like once or twice before with my gym, but this is a bit different because I feel like Courtney added that spice, he added that flavor. It just got me super hyped to do the moves even better. And I feel like it was just fun. If there's a theme with my workouts, it's fun, 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 fun. My favorite part of today's step class was the fact that I got to work up a sweat without even realizing. Like my brow was getting a bit glowy, and also I was doing it while dancing to like 90s, early 2000s, which was just amazing. So the music selection with the workout was the perfect combo. I love that I've almost like upskilled in the leg work department, and I can probably flex this in the club next time. I don't know. We'll see. I'll put it to practice and then I'll report back later. I feel so ready for the day that lies ahead because I feel like things have been ticked off. My body's been moved, my mind's been active, and my spirit has been dancing. So bring it on. Today has been absolutely fruitful thus far. What else can come my way? Oh, well, that was a workout, but it was so much fun, and I've definitely worked up an appetite. I think that I am deserving of a good break right now, and thankfully, I brought my clover fruit of the forest because I knew I would need some sort of sustenance. Grab your favorite flavor, personally mine is strawberry, and have yourself a fruitful day.
Yeah, they look good.
I can still taste the yogurt and feel the burn from that step class. Courtney really did his thing there. He's absolutely incredible. He was so patient.
Yeah.
But I think what helped was like that 90s R&B vibe that we were jamming to.
It was back home.
I was in my lounge enjoying myself. It was so good.
Yeah, kudos to Courtney though. The man's always doing incredible work, and I think he definitely makes you feel comfortable.
Yes.
Considering how talented he actually is, I'm glad he didn't showcase all of it.
He could have flexed, but he didn't.
It would have been very humbling.
Absolutely.
So we got so much to look forward to right now, but that right there was filling me up with some energy and inspiration. Thank you.
Enjoy a thicker and creamier full cream yogurt with real fruit pieces. A fruitful day awaits with Clover Fruits of the Forest.
Oh, man, I'm telling you, it's only like, what, an hour and a half only of the show, and it's feeling like so much is really happening. So I think we need to keep things going, keep things looking expendable. Not expendable, I think the word would be explicious, no? Delicious. That's the word, delicious.
You were looking, and
I was looking and I found it. We're going to make it dipping delicious right now. We're talking about Oba Ras. We've got an incredible opportunity to do just that. We're going to dive into snack time and make it dipping and delicious. And dive into a conversation about why we're going to encourage you to do that too. I can't wait.
Get your coffee and tea because you're going to want to dip it in there as well. Not only are we talking about dipping deliciousness, but also we're going to get into the winners of the 5FM War Cry. It was definitely a tough competition, but there had to be a winner at the end of the day.
Yes.
And congratulations to them. We find out more after this.
Every week, and this show once a week on
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, Mzansi. This is your feel-good breakfast show. Let me talk about feelings right now. It's feeling good, it's feeling warm, it's feeling comforting, and especially after we dive into this next conversation involving good traditions. And that's obviously the tradition of enjoying rusks with a cup of tea or coffee, which has been passed down through generations. And I think Omar Rusks is proud to be a part of so many South Africans' routines, and especially when it comes to quality family time.
Absolutely. It's my morning routine. Even at 3 a.m. when I'm waking up, I absolutely love me some Omar Rusks. And here to chat to us today is Justine King, who is the brand manager of Omar Rusks, and she's going to be talking about their new and exciting campaign. Listen to this, Raul. Make snack time dipping delicious.
Whoa.
And to share a bit more about the heritage of the beloved South African brand, and it is that. It is so beloved. Justine, welcome. Thank you for being here. Can I tell you, so I watch a lot of online entertainment, right? And I was watching this YouTube video of these Americans trying South African snacks. And of course, Omar Snacks was there, or Omar Rusks was there, and they were biting and they're like, this is crunchy. And everyone in the comment section was going crazy, like, if you know, you know. The tradition is to dip it in a warm bevy, right? So tell me more about our history when it comes to Omar Rusks.
So Omar Rusks actually started in 1939 in a small town in the Eastern Cape called Maltino. And Omar Cravenstein and her friends started making rusks as a way to help the local community. And orders started pouring in, and 85 years later, we're still South Africa's most iconic and trusted rusk.
Yes.
Does the story get better than that? That's like as authentic as it actually gets. And I could just literally see you cringing when you heard people not dipping before they dip. It's okay. We're going to get through this. Listen, this is really exciting. We're making, we're making snack time dipping delicious. I love the concept here. I love the play on words. I see what you did there. Well played. But talk to me about this campaign. What's the inspiration behind this? Why?
So I think everyone's just so busy now, and we're often trying to fit in something wholesome to eat in between meals, and Omar Rusks is the perfect anytime snack. So it's wholesome, it's tasty, it's filling, and as you mentioned, you dip it in a tea or coffee, and so it makes it dipping delicious.
What's your choice of beverage?
I'm like a tea connoisseur. Oh man, the conversation that comes out.
A milky tea, a clear tea?
No milk whatsoever. It's always got some sort of nature involved in there. You know, nature boy at heart. But let me tell you, when you dip that rusk,
yes, so yummy. Well, speaking about rusks, I also love some tea, but also coffee and hot chocolate. Tell me about the different flavor variants we can get, the different products on offer.
So there's quite a wide range of flavors available from Omar, but the two that we're hearing in this campaign is our iconic buttermilk. So that's the #1 product that we have in our portfolio. And then for generally a younger consumer, they often like sweeter products, and so we've got a delicious Caramel Dreams rusk. It's made with Yum Yum Caramel Dream spread as well as chocolate chips, and we like to say it's what dreams are made of.
Sounds like it. Oh my gosh.
It's like you're kind of being naughty here, and I think you're crossing the threshold because, like, we know that Omar Rusks is like a snack, an anytime snack, right? 3 in the morning, post the meal, whatever. You've now entered the dessert space, right? Careful what you're doing with these flavors, right? Careful now. Listen, I think South Africa is going to eat this up, literally. And I think they're going to love the campaign. But how are you going to be engaging with them to bring this to life? Because I think the story behind this, the message, the tradition, this is a perfect moment to engage with South Africa. Do you have any plans to do that?
So I think your show is a great example of how we're doing that. And so we're always excited to be on your show. We've also got a lot of sampling that's going to be happening. We've got an extensive social media campaign. So, everyone can look out for us on Facebook and Instagram. And, some exciting competitions and prizes.
Just seeing Mzansi typing, where are the samplings happening? I need to get there now. Send location.
Expresso Studios, and you might just find out. What is your favorite? Have you tried all the delicious flavors, the chocolate chip, the original?
I have tried all of them. Buttermilk is my standard go-to, but if you had to ask my family, Caramel Dreams, the new edition, is what they love.
And your perfect serve, a coffee, tea, hot chocolate?
Oh, it has to be tea.
One last question. Single dip, double dip, triple dipper?
single dip.
It sounds like such a naughty
It's
question.
a thing.
What do I do? I don't even know.
Should I tell?
I
yeah.
love that. I'm so excited to see this campaign roll out and be part of it. Also for us to just enjoy some rust. I mean, come on, it's the best part of the job, isn't it?
And with winter coming up, it's
Yes.
the perfect anytime snack.
Come on.
Justin, thank you. I think you have come at the absolute perfect time, and it gets even more perfect because Mzansi, we obviously can't wait to see how the Make Snack Time Dipping Delicious campaign unfolds, but we're also going to be doing something even better. We're going to give you the opportunity to win big this morning, and that's to stand a chance to win 2,000 Rand cash and a Omar Rusk hamper. I might just want the hamper and be happy with that, but you get cash on top of it. So everyone's going to be happy no matter who wins this. All you have to do is the following. Tell us, what is your ultimate Omar Rusk pairing at work for that 10 a.m. break? Coffee, tea, a hot chockey, or something else? Well, share it using the hashtag Omar Dipping Delicious in your answer. And don't forget, the competition closes this Friday, the 14th of June. Your T's and C's do apply and can be found at expressoshow.com. Good luck.
Delicious. Dipping delicious.
Omar Rusks, the ultimate snack time treat. Dipping delicious, tasty, filling, satisfying.
It just keeps going on, and we look forward to so much, and especially when it comes to bringing DIY to the party. So here's my question. Are you ready for another thrilling installment of Handy Heroes? Now, this is what we do. We delve into the treasure trove of wisdom nestled within our neighborhood hardware and paint emporiums. So today, we're going to be joining the following. We're going to be joining and unveiling DIY hacks, spotlight top-notch Plascon merchandise, and receive invaluable painting advice from the pros. So why don't we just do the following? Let's check it out right now.
Powered by Plascon, today's handy hero comes from Shaves, Springfield in Durban.
Our paint store, I'm the 4th generation Shave selling paint, and our store is based here in Springfield Park. We've got 6 others in KZN and 1 up in Gauteng. We're proud about this store because we have in this store well-trained, excellent staff who focus on our key values, which is color leadership. It is giving the customers more and providing exceptional stores and exceptional experiences for home enhancement and business professionals. The thing we like about Plascon most is their color collection and their color tinting system, because it enables you to provide whichever customer you have the best products at the best colors and the best pricing. My favorite product is a tint base because, as I said, color is everything. So if you've got paint for outside, paint for inside, paint for walls and ceilings, it can all be tinted with the color Plascon coloring system. My DIY tip is paint it now, because paint offers you the best bang for your buck. Nothing improves the appearance of a home, a room, a building better than a fresh coat of paint, and it's inexpensive and easy to do. So paint it and paint it now.
Handy Heroes, powered by Plascon. We've got this.
Oh, I definitely got this, especially if you paid attention to that. I love this incitement and enthusiasm that comes through a DIY. It really
Can't even
is a
find
passion
the
of mine.
words. I mean, I absolutely love that. Of course, you got to get excited and infuse life with vibrant hues with this next competition. Now, we've had many giveaways this morning, but you can stand the chance of winning 10,000 Rand with Plascon, and here is how. Tell us what your favorite color is from Plascon's Eternal Winter Palette and where you would use it in your home. Now, there are many ways that you would, of course, decorate it, but we want to find out. But remember, when you tell us, use that hashtag PlasconSA and make sure to follow us at PlasconSA on Facebook and on Instagram.
Yeah, now here's a reminder, Mzansi, the competition does close at midnight on Friday, the 14th of June, and your T's and C's do apply and can be found at expressoshow.com. So what are you waiting for? Get involved in this one because it is nothing but magic. 10,000 Rand was the name.
When the cracks start to show, our strength and resilience is legendary. Micatex, strong enough to endure anything.
Oh, incredible work. And speaking of, we're going to continue in the light of winners and winning, because that 5FM War Cry winner needs to be spoken to, and we need to find out more as to what it takes to turn out on top. It's the school St. Stithians.
Yes.
It's a mouthful. St.
Nice. St. Stithians, indeed. Now, so Nina's going to bring us all that action. And speaking of action, I need to get changed because I'm going through a workout with kids. You know, kids got a lot of energy, so I'm going to be going through my paces for sure. You can join in on this one, Mzansi. And maybe if you've got some kids at home that aren't going to school or still busy with exams, then get them involved in this one too. We'll see you after the break.
Get ready to break the rules and redefine design with the freshest new interior makeover show in South Africa, My Design Rules. We're looking for 4 up-and-coming design duos, and whether it's friends, family, or siblings, as long as you have an eye for beautiful spaces, we want you. Picture this: 4 talented teams, 4 fixer-uppers, located right in the heart of Cape Town's Atlantic seaboard. If you're ready to revamp one of these apartments, then you can win big. The judge's choice will walk away with a shared 300,000 Rand, or your duo could nab a shared 100,000 Rand for impressing the viewers. Enter on WhatsApp on 073-595-6420 or on Cordova.tv, or hit up our My Design Rules TV socials for details. That's My Design Rules, where every moment is a masterpiece.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You're still on your Feel Good Breakfast show right here on S3. And my friend, I always tell you about how we bring you superstars. And this morning is no different, as we get to celebrate not just the people that make South Africa great, but also the fact that Gees is in our DNA. They say no DNA, just RSA. And this morning, I am talking about people who 100% are leaders in their own right when we talk about the enthusiasm of South Africa. And I cannot wait for you to see what it is they've achieved. It is the 5-Drive War Cry Championship. And my friend, I am talking about something that came out and allowed young people from all over South Africa to let their voices be heard in a very different way. Yes, we're talking about war cries that we do at Derby Days and everything else in between, but I want to show you the ones who came out on top. I'm talking about the winners. It is the St. Stithians Girls College ladies, the ones who took it all the way to the top in terms of these vocal cords. Let's have a look at what it was when they said they were going to give us an electrifying performance. Watch this.
Ride with the mob, hum do voila, check with the team do your job, Saints is the name, we're bringing the 8-8, others can watch but they know they ain't the same. Ride with the mob, hum do voila, check with the team do your job,
the St. Stithians Girls College war cry, and it is the one that allowed them to win what Five Drive put out there as an absolutely beautiful competition. And of course, at the helm of that is Nick Hammond. Everybody, please welcome Nick Hammond and the ladies. Nick, how are you?
Great. Good to see you in this context.
Do you know what I
Brilliant, by the
mean?
way.
Yeah. We see each other every day, you know, right after each
On
other.
the radio and now on
Exactly.
television. But again, you're doing such a great job.
Oh, thanks,
It's awesome. This is my
Nick.
first time being invited by you. So
I know, right? 'Cause
Grateful to be here.
You're an Expresso, like, you know, veteran.
Yes. Yeah, I was on the show for many years.
100%. But Nick, well done to you, because it's absolutely incredible to see what you did with these ladies and so many young people around the country. I mean, why was it so important for you guys to get into the Five Drive War Cry Challenge?
It gets to the heart of what we do best as a country. You said it. Gees is in our DNA in RSA, and it's 100% true. And we just felt like there had never been a proper let's find out who the best at this are, because globally, the world loves it when we do this. I mean, we have already today, these young ladies' performance on TikTok is over 10 million views.
Come on!
Hundreds of millions of people have seen this all over the world. We had Sharon Stone, we had Queen Latifah, we had Bert Kreischer, all saying and sharing onto their own pages that this was something beautiful and exceptional, and we are exceptional as South Africans. And so, of course, 5FM is gonna be the station that puts that on the map.
That's right, it's who we are, it's what we do, you know what I mean? Partnering up with such superstars. But before we get to the ladies, Nick, I want to ask you, what were some of your standout moments just in this entire championship?
For me, it was seeing how, like I said, the whole world came to this party. Everybody put their eyes on South African schools. And so for us, this is by no means the last time this is going to happen. Because obviously that's the question everyone's got now. Is when next?
That was my next question.
And and to answer that, what we've decided is there's too much national talent. So what we need to do is we actually have to go and start focusing on regions, provinces, and work out who the best of the best is there before once again doing another challenge. Because the amounts of intrigue and interest in this is understandable, but it exceeded even our own expectations. So if you feel that your school wasn't represented in the War Cry Challenge last time, we're coming for you.
I love it.
KZN, Durban, Cape Town, Mpumalanga, anywhere, we're coming for you.
I love that. You see, and this is the nice thing about being a national station, not this regional stuff. We reach everyone. Thank you very much.
Sure.
Yeah. But ladies, you didn't just reach regional or national. International status is where you guys are at. So I'm going to ask you, Ritu, to kick us off. What did it feel like when you guys heard that you are the winners of the Five Drive War Cry Challenge?
Oh my gosh, it was so amazing because initially when we were called, because they said, oh, we're going to go from every school, I thought, okay, this is going to be like something short. And then when Nick was like addressing the whole school, I was like, oh, it'd be so cool if they said that we won. And then he said we won. I was like, that was really nice.
Oh my goodness. And Fifi, I mean, I can imagine a whole lot of hard work went into it, because you guys like performed one of my favorite songs there, okay? And learning all of those words with all of the ladies. What went into it exactly to make sure it was as perfect as it was?
I mean, a big shout out goes to our Jabulani leaders here. There's a lot of war cry practices. They take time to teach every individual the lyrics. Sometimes they even go grade by grade and they'll sit. I know with our new grade 8s who came at the beginning of this year, they wouldn't have known the war cry coming from prep. And so they had them at a grade meeting, taught them all the war cries, and they really do bring a passion and energy that is unmatched. So, yeah.
I love it. Kayla, speak to me about this. The fact that, you know, you guys are the number one, very first winners ever of the Five Drive War Cry Championship. How does it make you feel? What does it mean for the school?
Something that stood out for me was that each and every one of the school members were able to experience this together. And so I think after the announcement was made, we all had this common or this shared newfound sense of pride. And I think that what was so special is that still today, and even before, we had this pride, but it was almost solidified. And I think that it's been able to ignite a passion within each and every one of us. And so we almost all share this, and we're able to support each other. I think in war cry practices, like, people are so eager to be there. And I just think it's been really special. It's really spread through the school, and we've had this newfound, you know, there were a lot of doubts, and often there's this big competitiveness. So it was just, it felt like a really special acknowledgement. And not even comparing ourselves to others, just within ourselves, being able to see ourselves and what we were able to do. Really
you guys are celebrities now, you know what I mean? Tell me, bring us home, my babe, very quickly. You know, what was your favorite part of this whole process?
My favorite part of the whole process was basically just proving myself and proving to other people that I'm capable of leading the school to success.
Yes.
And I think I had a really, really proud moment. I actually got quite emotional because I think there's a stigma around, you know, girls' schools and war cries and we'll never be as good as the boys.
100%.
Yeah, and we came out on top. So it was really a beautiful moment. It meant the most to me. And, you know, I'll take this accomplishment with me through the rest of my life.
I love that. Congratulations, my beautiful ladies. Yeah, Nick, I also want to clap. Everybody, let's clap for the ladies, please. And Nick, well done to you and the team. It's incredible work, unearthing this beautiful talent and more than anything else, you know, allowing them to have the platform. So well done to you.
Thank you. If I can, just really quickly, because you touched on it there, that whole thing of, you know, people expecting the boys to win it. It wasn't up to us. South Africa and the world were the people that came to this party. And they said this wasn't something where, you know, it happened because of or in spite of. The world's eyes turned on to all of you, and you should all be incredibly proud.
Superstars is what you are. And this is the beautiful thing, is that these superstars and their ladies, they are all in the building, and they're going to be blowing you away with how it is that they won the 5-Drive War Cry Championship. And my friend, the hiss that you need this morning to get your morning started off in the best way, it is coming your way. And to revisit all of the moments and what allowed them to win, you can check out the 5FM Instagram page. For now, we're going to be just taking a little bit of a young break just to make sure that we're ready for it, but don't go anywhere. It's coming at you right here on Expresso.
Yeah, that is so cool, honestly. And I can't wait later on, Mzansi, we're going to be hearing exactly why they are champions, because their energy is coming at us. And we're going to see their St. Stithians perform. Before that, though, it's time to get comfy. It's time to have a delicious moment right now. So
I was counting. I was like, is he a double dipper? Is he a triple dipper? Delicious. Well, good morning to you. We've asked you to tell us South Africa. Tell us that you are actually South African without telling us that. No, tell us.
We'll call it South African, but let's call it a South African in winter.
Thank you.
So tell us you're South African in winter without telling us you're South African in winter.
I knew I was going to get there. I haven't had my coffee, clearly. I'm trying.
You needed your dip, all right? But don't worry, Mzansi, we've got so many comments coming through and we've got voice notes. Let's start with the comments first. And while my mouth is full of rust, I'm going to ask Kristen to take over.
Let me see if my words will come out this time.
You.
Well, Fortunate Ellis says, good morning, family. I dismissed my alarm 2 times because it was too dark to wake up. That's relatable. The sun's rising at what, after 7?
I don't know, but it feels so cold in the morning. I definitely resonate with that one.
Chilly. Well, Pamela Johnston says, the smell of soup in the air as you walk down the road in the neighborhood.
Do you get that when you go home and you smell like the...
I'm so ready. Like, my tummy already starts grumbling knowing that there's soup at home. I love it.
Winter food smells so good. Salvio Dian also says, good morning, Expresso family. Hooded coats, comforters, a goodie, I'm not sure what that is, blankets, mittens, hats, flannel pajamas, slippers, socks, scarves, flannel sheets. All right, so all the clothing items that you would definitely not see in summer out in South Africa.
But you would wear it at the same time as you get into bed because it is that cold, along with that weighted blanket that makes you feel like you're 6 feet under.
This is true. Now, we've got so many comments coming through, but we also got voice notes. I want to play one of them, so let's hear what Mzansi has to say about
it. Mello, let's hear.
Good morning, my feel-good breakfast show. As I'm about to go open the gate this lovely Monday morning.
I love that. That's actually perfect. I couldn't have said it better. All those noises. That's how you know.
We're so expressive as a nation as well that like anything is going to come through our mouths. I absolutely love it. Boy, Tamila, I agree. I
definitely agree. Anything's going to come out of our mouths when it comes to the cold, but one thing that should go in your mouth is maybe some of this good stuff, right?
Yeah, that's when I know it's winter for sure. Continue sending those voice notes and messages through for our good morning post. Tell us it's South African winter without actually telling us that it is a South African winter. Well, we have a couple of coming ups that we've got to get into. Some very exciting. I know that we've got a performance still on the way, but not only a performance, a war cry.
Wait for that war cry, telling you. Yeah, they are doing the most, and we're going to get to hear why they are champions. And then, of course, Big's coming through, telling us another story, getting us excited for the fact that they are sharing so much when it comes to their stationery drops, unlocking worlds in our youths and turning them into absolute superstars. We're going to see that story in just a bit, Mzansi. So, for you, don't go anywhere. Maybe get a dip on like Chris is right now.
Delicious. Triple dip 4 times, 5 times.
That's a win.
Catch Top Travel on Saturdays 8:30 p.m. on S3 and breathe for it with Halls to stand a chance to win a trip to Amsterdam with 2 return economy tickets on KLM Royal Dutch Airlines plus 20,000 Rand spending money. Head over to Top Travel TV social pages, comment on one of the competition posts, and you could be the lucky winner of this adventure of a lifetime. T's and C's apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You're still on your Feel Good Breakfast show right here on S3, where we're on the business of feeling good, honey. And one of the biggest things we do is we bring superstars along just in the name of making sure that we start your day off perfectly. And this morning, I am talking about the vibes that are electrifying. You know, when you look up the word electrifying in the dictionary, you find St. Stithians Girls College, thank you very much, aka the Jabulani Committee. I am talking about the peeps who took it all the way to the top for the 5-Drive War Cry Championship. And today, they're going to be showing us what it is they did to actually take that #1 spot. Now, before the ladies all together come at us with their war cry, I want to start with you two ladies, because girls, we see that your blazers are a little bit different to your other superstars. Why is that?
So there's only actually 2 people in the whole of Girls College who have this blazer. So we are the spirit leaders at Girls College. And basically, it's just used to distinguish us from everyone else and identify us when we're in the crowd, so everyone knows that when we're in the front, we're the war cry leaders. And yeah, that's cool.
I like it. So it brings like a little bit of, I want to say, gravitas to make sure everybody says, yes, that's them.
Yeah.
I like that. So do people ever like call you guys out like while you're at school and be like, guys, I'm eating my lunch. Come and like war cry me into eating my lunch?
No, because I think people don't see how much like work goes in actually in making the war cries, getting everyone together, getting people hype. So it's something that takes a long time to actually do.
I can imagine. I saw your one video, I think the one that went viral. You guys like all learned the lyrics and everything. I was like, damn, son, I don't even know half of those lyrics. It's incredible, guys. But because you guys have done what you've done, it is now time for you to show the rest of South Africa. Everybody, please put your hands together for the Jabulani Committee!
Don't you open up that window. Don't you let out that GC flow. Don't you open up that window. Don't you let out that GC flow. Boosted our validity.
are so cool that like, I want to be part of your team, please. Can I join Spirit Leaders? Like, okay, perfect. So can you guys like teach me, ne? And then like I join you now and we do it again. Okay. So how does it go?
Okay, we're going to start with the antidote part.
Okay.
You're going to join us because you're exclusive.
Okay.
So it starts with, don't you open up that window.
Okay.
Then you go, don't you let out that GC flow.
GC flow, got it. Okay.
Let's go.
Don't you open up that window. Hey, don't you let out that GC flow.
We do it twice,
Okay, perfect.
And then we go, then Nonku's going to play the saxophone. Right?
Hi, Nonku.
And
yes.
then,
yes.
Then we go, represent.
God. Oh, GC represent. Yabona ewe. Okay, ready, yeah?
Okay. Represent.
GC represent. Represent. GC represent. Okay.
Rep the set. Gotta rep the set.
Oh, I love that. Okay, perfect. And then?
Then it's blue and white. Don't let them forget.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the second part it is?
Then it's what is it?
Represent. GC represent again, and then?
Represent.
GC represent.
Then it's
in with us.
That's a liability.
See, I've been catching some of the words. Yeah. Catching dubs.
Boosting our
validity. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's go, guys. I think I'm ready. From watching, I got this. Okay, so okay. Okay, let me find a place over here. Perfect. All right, I'm ready, guys. Let's go.
3, 2, 1.
Don't you open up that window. Don't you let out that GC flow. Woo! Don't you open up that window. Don't you let out that GC flow. Okay.
Represent, GC represents. Represent, GC represents. Represent, gotta represent. Okay. Blue and white, don't let them forget. Represent, GC represents. Represent, GC represents. Ain't with us, that's a liability. Catching doubts, boosting our validity. Forget. Represents, GC represents. Represents, GC represents. Ain't with us, that's a liability. Catching doubts, boosting our validity.
Absolutely love that, and big congrats once again to Synthithians for your win. It's also really great to see women on the forefront of a war cry. Well, if you too are feeling like a winner today, then I'm going to start your Monday off on the best note, because you can go ahead and play #Daily Lotto for an estimated 480,000 Rand jackpot. And if you want to make every day feel like payday, then you need to obviously play. Luckily, there are many ways to buy your tickets, including in-store on the nationallottery.co.za website, or you can head over to the mobile app. You can also go ahead and purchase your ticket through cell phone banking, or by simply dialing *120 *7529# for all USSD. Now, of course, all these details can be found on our Expresso social media pages, and go check them out and find yourself a winner. Quite potentially, you could win big with 480,000 Rand estimated daily lotto jackpot. Could it be yours? Well, we'll find out if you play. And speaking about play, up next, of course, is Ryle. Some kids have joined us once again in studio, and we're going to find out who can keep up, the kids or Ryle. Who's going to take this?
Listen, there's only kids out here. I'm the biggest kid in the playground right now, and you get to be a part of it, Mzansi. So don't go anywhere. Still have so much to look forward to. Obviously, we're talking about the incredible stationary drive that's happening with BIC. And then, like you can see right now, we've got some kids in the building. Dale's also out here. We're going to go through a really fun workout that you can be a part of, too, if you stick around. So we'll see you after this. It's time to get moving.
There are stories of dreamers, and we're inspired by them all. We invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. ABSA.
It's my feel-good breakfast show. Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Now, we have children in studio because we, of course, value their contribution. And as you know, children are our future. Yet in South Africa, 41% do drop out before matriculating due to lack of resources, which threatens our nation's future. Now, BIC is stepping up and is committed to donating 1 million pens and pencils to schools in need. And Harmony witnessed the spark of hope this brought to eager learners at J. Kekana Secondary School. Let's take a look.
We're at it again with BIC and their Buy a Pen, Donate a Pen initiative. BIC is committed to donating 1 million pens and pencils to schools across South Africa every year in order for them to complete their school under the slogan, "Together we can make a difference." The initiative aims to give writing utensils to students to encourage them to complete their school year. And today we're at J. Kekana Secondary School, where BIC will donate the necessary writing tools and equipment to encourage the students to finish strong.
Thank you so much for welcoming us to your school. Why is it essential for the youth to have an education, and how does it enrich their lives?
We have about 1,420 learners. Half of the school come from impoverished backgrounds. They are from informal settlements. They are passed from where they are staying to the school. And many of them are from child-headed families.
It's important for our learners to finish their matric or their school, because in South Africa, you need to have a matric for doors to open for you.
But what are some of the challenges that you face being a teacher here?
Our learners are coming to school late. That is because of they are using a bus, which is not punctual. So they travel a long distance coming to school.
They do not have food, they do not have proper uniform. We have noted this year probably we have more learners who are pregnant, and when we zoom into the issues of pregnancy, it's for the learners to be able to survive because they engage with older people who are working.
We just came today to show you guys some love. You guys are writing exams, right?
Yes.
Say, I'm intelligent.
I'm intelligent.
Say, I'm smart.
I'm smart.
Say, I've got what it takes.
I've got what it takes.
And I'm gonna pass.
And I'm gonna pass.
The learners here at Jacob Ghana Secondary School are very passionate about what they do, and they have such a great vigor and passion in everything that they do. I can see the education is really something that's on top of mind for them, and no matter what circumstances they face, they are willing to overcome it.
Every day when learners have to write, they have to start by running around looking for stationery such as pens, or sometimes when they are in class, when they are writing, they have to borrow to one another, which is an irregularity, or it's not accepted in the example.
When soldiers go to war, they are better prepared with all the ammunition that they need to win the battle. An examination is like a war because we expect learners to overcome that particular assessment.
I would like to thank Big for the pens, because some learners here, they don't have pens, some pens are broken. So now the class teachers, if you don't have a pen, will give you a pen.
To date, BIC has donated over 16 million pens and pencils. These edutainment roadshows that BIC rolls out have the aim to provide hope and encouragement to the youth in order for them to finish their schools, and also to let them know that we hear and we see them through their struggles and that there is a hope for a better future. These are just a small way that BIC uses in order to encourage and to provide the youth with the necessary tools and stationery for them to complete the year, and also to eradicate the high rates of dropouts within South Africa.
Oh, I love how BIC is leading by example, and the rest of us can definitely do our part to make sure that we continue with the sentiment that children are our future. Now, speaking about children, we've got to check in on that side of the studio to find out how they are going to put Raul to work today. Raul, are you ready?
Absolutely ready. I was born for this. The question is, Mnanzi, are you ready? And it's time to have fun and do a dynamic workout session designed especially for kids. But if you're a big kid like me, then feel free to join along as well. Now, we're going to be using exercise hoops and water bottles, and we're going to be enhancing coordination and motor skills through playful and creative exercises, something I think all kids need, especially at a young age. Now, this energetic session ensures everyone has a blast, and we're also going to be promoting physical fitness and joy. So here to take us through this kid-friendly session is the one and only fitness instructor, Dale Hendricks, in the building. How you doing, bruv?
Good, man. Thank you for having me.
And Dale's not alone. He's got his awesome team with him. Do you want to intro the team for the morning? Who we got you?
Of course, we have a TJ.
TJ, what's up?
You good? TJ, we have Ainsley, and we have Zachra at the back. He's going to join us today for a nice workout.
All right, we got perfect companions, perfect kids, perfect friends for this one. If you've got them two at home, Zanzi, get them to join in along for this workout right now. We've got a lot going on in terms of tools that we're going to be using, but I think the fact is that we can get creative with this. So if you don't have things like this at home, you can always make your own as well, right? Yeah, so Dale, I'm not going to interrupt you any further. I'm going to let you and the team take us through the good stuff. How are we doing this?
Cool. So we have a nice setup here today. We have some training rings. We're going to use the water bottle as well as the balls to, just to spice it up a little bit, to make it fun for the kids, especially during the holiday season now. So nice fun activity with the family as well. So just a few exercises. I'm going to take you guys through it. So we're going to start by picking up the ball.
Okay. And we all have a ball at home, so this is quite an easy start. We can always make do with a soccer ball, basketball, anything we have.
Can use the bottle even for this. So any object you can use in your hand. So we're just going to hold the ball up for the first exercise, and we're just going to go in and out in the training ring. So we're just going to hold it up. Great way to get the motor skills going, the coordination as well. In and out. Try and stay on the toes. Okay, try and keep the ball up there.
I like how the ball almost forces my abs and my core to stay engaged. Just by keeping it up there, you think it's so simple, but I have to concentrate now and I have to use a lot of muscles to keep stabilizing myself. Very sneaky exercise here you got there. Nice.
Lovely to keep the form as well here. So we're gonna go for another 5 seconds. We're going 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we relax, let's walk it out. Let's go for a nice active rest there.
Kids, we're going good? All good? Yeah.
Exercise number 2. So we're gonna start in the ring, right? And we're gonna go out and in. So we're gonna go out and in. Let's go. So both in, both out. Still holding the ball up, trying to keep that focus there. Coordination going.
Dale, is it normal that the ball starts to feel heavier and heavier as we go?
Yeah, working as well, eh?
It started off feeling so light. I was like, man, this is going to be easy, but hey, we're working now. I can feel the shoulders.
So let's go for another 5 seconds. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So let's give the arms a little bit of a break there. So
nice.
Back new ball there, back into its place.
All right.
We're moving on to the water bottle. Okay, so we're gonna place it in the middle of the ring. And we're going for some squats. So nice little tap on the bottle. So we're gonna open up. As we go down, we're just gonna tap the bottle. So we're gonna switch our arms all the time. Change the arms. Breathe in, breathe out.
Oh, I'm glad I brought the tallest bottle here.
Don't have to go down.
I like how you're using items that we can all make use of at home, and you don't need to get complex and go to the shop and go buy a whole kit just to work out with your kids. And as Dale said, exams are fast approaching, and that means we need to get creative with the time you spend with our kids. And I think this is the perfect way to do that. Have fun, play with them, create some memories, but at the same time, you're realizing that you're burning calories, you're building coordination, and getting strong at the same time. Very nicely done, man.
Let's go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done, guys.
All right.
Pick up the bottle.
The kids look fresh. They look like they've been training with you for a while now. This is too easy for them, eh?
Active these ones.
But I like the smiles on their faces, eh? Yeah, I see those.
We're gonna hold the bottle. We're gonna keep it up. We're gonna come in the middle of our training ring. Okay, and we're just gonna lift those knees and we're gonna tap it, bottle on the knees. Okay, staying in the center. So as you can see, requires a lot of concentration.
Yeah.
Okay, working those coordination, those motor skills.
But it's nice that these are, I think, they're simple, but not too simple. It's something that I think is not also too complex.
Yeah.
It brings about a good challenge. And at the same time, I think even someone that's not a kid, if you're starting your fitness journey maybe, or you have some mobility issues, these are great exercises to get you fired up again.
Exactly.
Really nice, and we're working the core in a unique way as well.
Core, legs, arms as well. So let's go for 5, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax.
Hey now.
Down. Okay, let's go for active rest. So we're gonna finish off with about 2 exercises on the floor. Okay, so we're gonna sit down, guys. Let's go.
Whoa. All right.
So we can make this one interesting by taking the top of the bottle, but we're not gonna do that today.
Okay.
So all we're doing is we're gonna try and lift the legs over the bottle, okay? So we're gonna hit it together. Okay, we're gonna try and work as a team, guys. So we're gonna go over, tap those heels, bring it over again. So ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Let's lift it over. Tap, let's go again. Tap, tap, lovely stuff. Tap. So if you can't do both legs, you can actually just go one at a time.
One at a time.
Here we go. So it's a nice little challenge for yourself there.
This is a proper challenge. My core, hip flexors, the legs, everything's working to do this, right?
Having
it looks so simple. Yeah. So if you had the cap off the bottle, that would mean that the risk is increased, right? You can't knock it over, otherwise you're going to spill everything.
Yeah, so you need to push yourself there.
And forcing that concentration too. I'm just trying to keep up with Sarah here behind me. She's going so fast. You're so good at this. Wow.
Let's go.
Nice.
3, 2, and 1.
Woo! That's a workout, Paul. I got that.
Cool. Can we squeeze in one more?
Yeah, yes, please. One more. What do you guys say? One more?
One more?
Yeah. Okay, let's do it.
Grab the ball again. Grab the ball again. They take the bottle out of the ring again. And we're going to hold the ball up, okay? And we're going to go starting in the middle. Both legs in the middle of the ring. And we're just going to keep it up and just tap, and in and out. Here we go.
Whoa.
Here we go.
Whew. Man, this is not easy.
Not easy at all. It's fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Just trying to concentrate. I feel like I'm on a roller coaster right now, the way my body's moving around and shaking. But I think that's the fact that the core is being forced to engage. It's going overdrive right now. And although it feels like we're playing a game with our feet, this is a workout nonetheless.
3, 2, and 1.
Oh, man,
guys.
that
Well
was
done.
absolutely epic.
Well
I think
done,
that
guys.
was amazing. High fives all around. Zara, you ready for it? Big one. Booyah.
Well
DJ,
done.
big one. Booyah. Nice stuff, bro. That was absolutely amazing, Dale. I can't leave you out, brother. That was awesome, man. Feeling like a kid. I feel like I had a lot of fun, and I just realized now we actually did a workout. Let's not forget that I think if you are wanting to get your kids' fitness on, then reach out to this man over here. Dale's got all the exercise knowledge that you need. He's got an incredible location and an incredible way to train your kids, keep them excited, having fun, and also working out too. So for that, man, I say thank you nonetheless. Here's to the energy that we can keep throughout the week, and here's to maybe doing this round again. You guys ready? One more time. 3, 2, 1, let's go. What are we doing first? In and out, in and out. Let's go, 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 go. Yes, round 2, baby. Woo!
Be your own handy hero at home this June and stand a chance of winning 10,000 Rand every week with Plascon and the Expresso Morning Show. Answer the weekly competition question on our social media platforms using hashtag PlasconSA to enter the draw. You can only win if you follow Plascon SA on Facebook and Instagram. Weekly entries close midday Fridays. That's 4 chances to win big with Plascon. T's and C's to be found on expressoshow.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well, welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. You thought we were done? No ways. We've still got so much up our sleeves to offer you on this Monday morning. And we've got another special guest with us. Her name is Tiamara Andrew, and she is a remarkable 16-year-old from Johannesburg. She has graced us with her presence here in the Mother City. Now, Tiamara is leading an inspiring sanitary pad drive for underprivileged girls. And as the ambassador for Blessing Lives' second annual Idol Drive to Unite, Sanitary Pad Drive drive, Tiamara is passionate about ensuring access to menstrual hygiene products for all. And her initiative aims to combat period poverty and has seen incredible growth since last year, collecting thousands of sanitary pads for disadvantaged schools. I mean, I spoke to you earlier, Tiamara. Welcome, first of all. And you're doing such an incredible job at combating period poverty at just 16 years old.
Yeah.
Why this cause in particular? Is it because you're a girl or just because you realize that, you know, providing sanitary pads is actually a basic human right?
Thank you so much for having me on the show. And indeed, sanitary pads is a basic human right. And at the age of 9 years old, I attended a sanitary pad drive for underprivileged learners. And through that experience, I was able to engage with the girls, hear their stories, and especially their struggles that they face from period poverty. And when you look at period poverty as a whole, there's 4 main side effects. First is the lack of access to sanitary products. Then girls are missing 3 to 5 days of school every single month. And as well as menstrual hygiene risks. Girls are using unhygienic materials like cloth instead of using hygienic materials. And this can cause them to pick up UTIs, as well as their mental health is getting affected. So when I looked at this as an overall, it really pushed me and motivated me to really make a difference and break those barriers that's holding them back.
Sure. And you've broken so many barriers. And I love that you're also encouraging others to play their part in making sure that every single girl child is taken care of. And you've started with this drive, which is so exciting. It's gained so much momentum since last year. So tell me more about its initial start and its growth since then.
So we've had incredible success since the last event. Our aim last year was to collect 3 packs of sanitary pads. However, we exceeded that amount and gained over 6,000 packs of sanitary pads. And I think it all boils down to the community, that support that we got from them. As last year, we hosted a vehicle run, and the motor enthusiasts, instead of only bringing 1 pack of sanitary pads, they brought they started filling their boots, they started filling the back of their seats and started posting it on social media, and it created such amazing awareness. And for this upcoming drive, our main aims are also to create even more awareness, where we will be hosting a vehicle run for custom car, supercar, bike and 4x4 run around, where we'll be driving around the city of Joburg on the national highway to raise even more awareness. But most importantly, we want to engage with the girls that will be attending, where we will be educating them on menstrual hygiene, as well as we'll be having a gynecologist coming on board and expressing these topics to them. And overall, our main aim this year is to double the amount of sanitary pads. So.
And I see that happening. We're going from 6 to 12 and even beyond that. And I love that you've also touched on community, because I almost feel like it's the responsibility of not just the girl child and other females in the household, but the entire nation to ensure that we advocate for these basic human rights, hey? And, you know, it is Youth Month. Might I remind you that this woman before me is 16 years old. And we also are celebrating not only the youth, but also Pride Month this month, which I think is really important, especially when we have the conversation about inclusivity, right? And I wonder how that conversation of period poverty, advocating for the rights of girl children and inclusivity kind of play together. Is there a relationship?
Inclusivity is the heart of what we do. And when you look at the values of Pride Month, it's all about equality, inclusivity, and breaking that barrier that holds individuals back. So when you compare it slightly to our initiatives like ours, we align with some of those values, where our main aims is to create a more inclusive society, break those barriers that hold individuals back. So there is similarities in that sense. So.
I love that. Well, how can people support this? This cause is absolutely incredible. Like you say, you're trying to double up on what you guys aimed to do last year. How can the rest of Mzansi actually contribute to what you're doing?
So on the day, there is a mass, as I mentioned earlier, there is a mass supercar, custom car and 4x4 run. So we will be hosting that in the morning, where individuals with those certain cars, they can join us, raise that awareness, as well as where the community can get involved. They can join us at the Monte Casino events area from 11 a.m. in the morning to 3 p.m. to donate sanitary pads. So everybody can get involved. It's a day where even the public can come and view out the cars that's going to be on display. So it's all about just gathering that community.
Absolutely love that. Well, information, of course, is on your screens. But I did have one last question for you. If somebody's not out in Johannesburg and they want to still support this cause and do their part to end period poverty at here, how can they go about doing that?
So they can visit our website, which is www.idlebrands.com/drive2unite, where they can send us a message and we can get involved and we can see how we together can make a difference.
Sure, beautiful. And we can make the difference indeed. Girl power in studio today. I absolutely love that. And speaking of, we have an incredible performance to just be that little bit of a cherry on top of what has been an informative and beautiful Sunday on this Monday morning. Yolani J is standing by to perform a beautiful song for us.
As jy ooit gedink het jy's te veel of te min, dan is hier een vir jou. Sy naam is Klein Bietjie Liefde.
Oggend weergawe van jou rou. Eerlik, dis hoe ek van jou hou. Weet nie hoe om te stap, te draf doen. Als weet te vinnig, te veel hardop snak nou uit asem. Ek gee alles of niks wat my net soos 'n kus of los my helemaal. En moet my nie versmoor nie, moet my nie verloor nie. Klein bietjie liefde, weet nie om dit te doen. Dat leeg my hele hart, 'n doodswoestyn. Oh, 'n klein bietjie passie, weet nie waarvan jy praat. Oh nee, ek hoor nie, baby, ek brand te veel. Vat my diepte, die woude binne my. Soek jy 'n klein bietjie liefde, vergeet dat van my. Vasgevang in hierdie oomblik, so bedek met die mooi daar binne jou. Weet nie hoe om te keer beheer, soek als ooit te vinnig, te veel hardloop slag na my asem. Ek gee alles of niks van het net soos het is, of los my helemaal. En moet my nie versmoor nie, oh moet my nie verloor nie. Klein bietjie liefde, weet nie om dit te doen. Dan leer my hele hart 'n doodswoestyn. Oh, 'n klein bietjie passie, weet nie waarvan jy praat. Oh nee, ek hoef nie, baby, ek praat te veel. En vat my diepte, die woude binne my. Soek jy 'n klein bietjie liefde, vergeet dan van my. Oh, maybe a star op my ek belowe jou. Oh, kyk net in my blou, want vir my oë is net tot jou. Oh, maybe a star op my ek belowe jou. Oh, kyk net in my blou, want my oë is net tot jou. Weet nie om dit te doen, dan lig my hart en doorverstijn.
Ladies and gentlemen, wow.
Oh my goodness. It's a clean Vicky lift. It's a clean Vicky. I absolutely love that. Well, we're going to hear more from our superstar Yolani J straight after the break. Not only that, we're actually going to get into the kitchen because our French needs to be practiced. Croissant, oui, je m'appelle, all the things. Chef Clem is going to join us and we're going to actually do a berry bread pudding, but using croissants.
Ooh, yum, that sounds delicious. Now, speaking of getting that energy going right now, we're going to do exactly that. And I'm going to show you something spectacular. I got a chance to head over to the Simola Hill Climb, dive into the world of Suzuki's motorcycles, and let me tell you, we revved it up and turned it on. It was absolutely incredible. Almost as incredible as this music we just heard right now. And we get to hear more of this. We've got one more performance from Yolani as well in just a bit. So, Mzansi, we've got a lot to look forward to in your Feel Good Breakfast show. Don't go anywhere.
See you soon.
Bake more memories with Royal Baking Powder, and you could win your own KitchenAid stand mixer. Be a part of the Tastemaster competition action by watching the show and baking a creative interpretation of the week's theme using Royal Baking Powder. Then upload it to socials by replying to the competition post, including hashtag the Tastemaster SA and hashtag Bake More Memories. Don't miss the Tastemaster SA every Tuesday evening at 7, repeat Wednesday at 1 and Sundays at 4 p.m. on SABC2.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Oh, yes, Mzansi, welcome back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. So much has happened. It's only Monday, and we're going to keep the exhilarating energy that leaves us speechless, clearly, right at your footstep, because I got to do something so special, and I can't wait to share it with you.
Oh, I'm so excited. Well, Ryle experienced the perfect blend of thrill and safety with Suzuki motorcycles at the iconic Simola Hill Climb. From heart-pounding speeds to top-notch safety features and a whole lot more. I can't wait. Let's just take a look right now.
Good morning, Mzansi, and welcome to the Samola Hill Climb. Now, this is a place where adrenaline junkies and thrill seekers converge to witness the ultimate test of man and machine. And speaking of machines, we're going to be diving into the world of Suzuki motorcycles, because whether it's on the racetrack or the open road, Suzuki has a ride for everyone. Carl, this is absolutely exciting stuff. Seeing Suzuki out here at the Samola Hill Climb, and especially the motorbikes, this is really, really cool stuff. But let's talk about Suzuki and the range of bikes that are available right now.
We got everything from scooters right up to our Hayabusa, which is the Super Sport 1300cc. We've got some commercial bikes as well. We're busy launching a brand new GSX 1000 GX, which for us is a very good model. Lots of new features, electronic suspension, user rider modes. So it really is a full package, stock standard with bi-directional quick shifter. So you're getting a lot of motorcycle for the rand you're paying.
I couldn't help but notice the big smile on your face as you sat on this bike. What do you think of it?
Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. She doesn't even feel like a big bike versus my race bikes that I'm used to. So it's just a superb feeling, and apparently it handles the same.
Now, it's not just racing that Suzuki is concerned about. You have your hand in so many facets of motorbikes, and especially when it comes to safety. I love the campaign currently going down.
Yeah, so Suzuki Motorcycle South Africa has got a bike safety campaign. It's basically to make riders aware of what's happening around them, and more importantly, to ensure that you're wearing the right kit for the right application, you know. So it's for motorcyclists to be aware of what's going on and take accountability for their actions.
I can definitely see that you've got your heart set on Hayabusa one day. What are some of the features that really stand out for you?
So it's a 1300cc bike. I don't know, I like adrenaline, and this is what's going to give me the most. So I'm just really, really looking forward to owning one day.
I think what impressed me the most about Suzuki's motorcycle pit area is the amount of attraction that was created from kids from such a young age. Everybody loved seeing something about these bikes, whether it was the new GSX or the Hayabusa. They really caused a stir in the industry. So brother, I saw you got a cool opportunity to sit on both of these bikes, the new GSX S and the Hayabusa. Which one do you prefer?
I mean, both of them are nice, so I can't choose one. I'd probably choose the white one because I like the color, and then I would also race that one.
They look like futuristic, almost like this one over here. With it just looks comfortable to sit in and to ride. It's like just you and the bike.
I believe you are extending into various communities and doing really cool projects at the moment.
Last year, October, we got involved with Can Survive, a lot of cancer survivors that love riding motorcycles. Basically what they do is they go around to communities, hospitals and everything, and they do cancer awareness programs. And their main thing is basically to educate people about early detection. And so Suzuki Motorcycles and Suzuki Auto, South Africa, we got involved by sponsoring 16 motorcycles, 8 vehicles, some backup, and we rode across the whole of Cape Town going to these edu shows, and it was really an eye-opener. I've got 2 riders here. I've got Bill Hunter, who's a 5 times British national drag champion, and we've got Yaku from Richards Bay, one of our dealers. He's also a KZN drag champion.
Bill, listen, you're pretty much a legend out here. It's an honor to be chatting to you right now. How are you feeling about today's race?
Well, it's the first time I've ever been here, and I'm absolutely amazed. We're on this brand new GX, only one in the country at the minute, and it's the first time Suzuki has fully electronic programmable suspension. So you never, ever, ever need to reach for a spanner. You see, the beauty with this is you can set it soft and go touring around bumpy roads, then you can actually go to a racetrack because it is a GSX 1000 motor, 152 horsepower. So you just press buttons and you've got hard suspension. And it's got quick shifter, which has been revised a little bit, and it's the smoothest one I've ever felt. I really like the bike. I think it's absolutely fantastic. And it's quite a hooligan thing. It does really well.
Jakes, this is exciting stuff, man. I've got to ask you firstly, how are you feeling about the race today?
Always thrilled.
Can't wait to do it. And yeah, like you can see, the thunder is there. So yeah, we want to hit the tar. We want to hit that tar.
And you're hitting it on something pretty special. You're going to be riding the Suzuki Hayabusa. How are you feeling about this bike? And tell me why this thing is so special.
Well, the Busa is our flagship bike, and history, it's been showing over and over, it's the best in the world. We're going to push for the 250 Ks. We did a 228 last year, so let's see what we can get it up to. We'll push it definitely.
They'll be taking up the Hayabusa and the GX up the mountain today, which is going to be great for us. Everybody loves the Hayabusa. I mean, it's a 25-year-old motorcycle, but it's still got so much appeal to it.
From the thrill of the racetrack to the spirit of adventure on the open road, Suzuki motorcycles embody the insatiable curiosity of South Africans to explore new domains. Well, where to next? Well, with Suzuki, the possibilities are endless. Oh, honestly, just reliving that moment, it gives me so much nostalgia, but at the same time, it reminds me of the excitement that we have ahead, knowing that literally anything is possible with Suzuki. You can jump on an outboard and inboard motor on the ocean, on a bike with 2 wheels, or their classic 4-wheel options, and you can create an adventure out of anything. So what are you waiting for, Mzansi? Get in one and create an adventure of a lifetime that you can speak of to your family for years to come.
Well, speaking about adventures, we're about to delve into a beautiful Father's Day adventure in particular for all your fathers and father figures out there. We're going to warm you up this coming Sunday with something so delicious. You've heard of a bread pudding. Have you heard of a berry croissant bread pudding? I don't think so, but Chef Clem always comes through and he shows us what is possible. Chef Clem, thank you for being here. Please guide me because I'm so lost.
The possibilities are endless.
They endless.
Okay, so Woolies have come through, and they know people like to start their morning off with a sweet little treat, okay? So what they've done is they've taken the croissants that you get at the bakery counter and taken it down to a new, everyday, lower price. So the plain croissant is now R14.99. Chocolate, I know, chocolate and almond is now coming in at R16.99.
Wow.
And these are freshly baked. Butter is what you smell the first thing. It's as you walk through the bakery
better
counter.
with butter.
You know, as you walk through the bakery counter section, you know when the croissants are baking.
Yes.
Because all you get is this perfume of butter. It is so delicious. But let me take you through. People actually haven't seen the inside of the chocolate and the almond croissant. So we're going to do that today.
We're breaking one open today.
Absolutely. So I'm going to give you a chocolate one. You can kind of see that's the one that's dotted with the chocolate on the top.
Delicious.
I'm going to grab an almond one.
Ooh.
So let's get a close-up of that. You can break into it.
Can I?
We've got chocolate on the top. And then the inside, we got this beautiful chocolate paste.
I did not expect that.
And it is so much chocolate paste. If you actually like have a look at it, it is decadent. Decadent.
I kind of want a bite now.
You can have a bite. Then the almond one's got obviously almonds on the top, and it's a bit tricky to see because of the color being similar, but they've piped the almond paste on the inside.
That is so good.
It is so magical. It is so magical. And like,
let me get a bite of that too. I'm kidding.
You know what? Absolutely. Go for it. You can grab this off.
No, stop.
Have a taste. Have a
Stomp
taste.
it, stomp it. Okay, I will.
There we go.
Cheers.
This is emotional eating, and I love the fact that we're starting the day off with a French pastry. It is so fancy.
Oui, oui.
Oui, oui. It is so delicious. What we do is I always buy extra for the sake that I know, like, I'm going to turn the rest into something really, really amazing. And it is really, really amazing. So let me show you what we do. I don't even use a knife.
Okay.
I feel like the knife is too hard right now.
Okay.
So in our bowl, we're going to go with some milk. We're going to add some cream. Essentially, what we're making is like a royale or a quick style custard.
Okay.
For the bread pudding we're making. Cream goes in.
Right.
Eggs. Can you crack in
There are
3 eggs for me?
3 eggs.
I'm gonna add
Don't judge my cracking. I know that you can do it one hand.
No judging. I'm going to go a little bit of caster sugar while you're doing that.
The whole egg. I should have asked before I dropped that in.
Yes, the whole egg. Minus the shell. There we go.
Okay, no shells, no shells.
So we don't need to sweeten this mixture too much because we've got some delicious flavor running through the croissant already.
Yes, we
but
do.
a little bit does help. Along with the sweetness, we just want a little bit of salt always.
Okay.
I think a little more than that. And then vanilla. You can add vanilla.
Okay, where's the vanilla?
It's right in front of you over
that's
there.
vanilla? Okay.
Here's the thing about vanilla. Recipes like to say, or usually say, 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I'm changing that now.
good.
I'm not doing the 1 teaspoon thing anymore.
Oh.
We're going 2 as a minimum. You really want to get that vanilla flavor coming
thick.
through. And you're using the paste, so it's going to come. It's going to come. Boom.
How much?
1 more. Boom. Okay, good. There we go. Pardon, you want to taste that vanilla, you want to see that vanilla, and that's how you're going to do it. So, eggs in. Can you give it a mix?
I can. Can I move our bitten croissants
Let me
over?
do that for you. Into the bin. Is this the bin?
Don't throw our croissants
It's the
away.
bin. Like, I got that right. Okay, mix, mix, mix. While you're doing that, I'm going to, not even, like I said, I'm not going to, no knife. We're just going to kind of tear it as soon as the eggs are broken
Okay, now
up.
the eggs are not broken. Let me get real, yeah. Okay.
You do your thing. So again, we're using I'd say the leftover croissants.
Okay.
Because as they dry out slightly,
Yeah.
they absorb this mixture so much better.
Oh, nice. So it's like stale bread, but stale croissants.
Right, there we go.
Okay.
Can I drop?
Yes,
so
you
now we're just
can.
going to grab and we're just going to tear. And
Wow.
don't cut it because you want to get these irregular shapes and sizes.
chunks as well.
And it just creates texture. So all we're going to do is we're going to just break it. And then I'm going to ask you if you've got a silicone spatula on the side.
I
if you can
do.
kind of just gently work it through the custard, make sure all that almond croissant soaks up all the liquid.
Okay.
Once it does, I put this aside for half an hour.
Okay.
To really give it a chance to absorb all that custard.
Wow. I'm a little bit hesitant when it comes to bread pudding. I think because I'm thinking about bread and I don't. But a croissant bread pudding.
Because it's already in that category, isn't
exactly.
it? There we go.
Yum.
So now, we're going to imagine that we have let this soak for about half an hour and really soaked up. You'll see all that custard disappears completely, gone. So now we're going to tip it into our bowl. And please, that resting part of like letting the croissant absorb all that custard is probably the most important part of the recipe. So do that at home. And then what we're going to do to add a little bit of texture.
It already looks good.
It really looks good. We're going to add some brown sugar. You can do caster sugar as well. Just it's going to add some crunch to the top as it bakes. For the strawberries, I'm going to run through it very quickly what we've done because berries are here and they are in season.
Okay, so we're not throwing them in whole.
No. But I mean, not to say you can't if you want to. You could.
Okay.
But we're not going to do that though. Berries are in season. So what I've got is I've got some strawberries. I've added some brown sugar. And it's weird. Smell that?
Delicious.
Yeah, it smells like strawberries times 10. And I think as soon as you add, as soon as you add the sugar to it, you start drawing out moisture, but you also start drawing out that scent and that aroma.
Oh, it's delicious.
So let that sit in the sugar for about 10 minutes. A little bit of lemon juice goes in.
There we go.
It's fine. No one's. It's fine. There we go. We won't waste that. Lemon juice goes in just to cut through that beautiful sweet flavor of the strawberries.
Okay.
You're going to cook it down. It's going to become almost like a jam. Okay. Here's one we made with blueberries and strawberries. When your beautiful bread pudding comes out the oven.
Yeah.
That's when you dot it.
Okay.
So dot it with this beautiful berry sauce.
Oh, it's thick too.
It's so thick. Because then we kind of take in boxes. Then we got like a bit of bread, a bit of egg, right? A bit of cream, and we got some fruit. It's a healthy breakfast.
It's healthy, okay? It's healthy.
It's not, but it's healthy for your soul. For your soul, and that's what's most important. There we go. It's so delicious. It's so amazing. You got this beautiful, beautiful flavor from the butteriness. It still comes.
You just kind of.
Someone dot it now while it's not even baked. Let's see what happens. Let's see the end result. I'm curious. So it's full of flavor. Your house is going to smell amazing as you're baking this.
Yes.
That almond paste that's on the inside mixes with the custard.
Beautiful.
And it just becomes so decadent. It's quick and easy to make. And I kind of feel like it's nice to do like with the whole family because there's not a lot of hot things or knives around. So it's a fun one to get everybody into the kitchen.
And you eat it warm, right?
I do like eating it warm, but room temperature is also perfectly fine.
Okay.
To be honest with you, if it's 11 o'clock Sunday evening and this is cold from the fridge, it's going to be banging.
We're going in. Well, listen, you can get this full recipe on expressoshow.com. Chef Clem, thank you for joining us. I did have a question, though. You spoke about the bread pudding. What if, hear me out, you use the croissants but made like a French toast?
Yes.
Can you do that?
You can absolutely use that same custard to make it. If you want to see the full video, go to Carissa's Instagram. She's going to be posting that video soon.
Yes, I will.
Amazing idea. Amazing idea.
Thank you. If Chef Clem says so, then I'm absolutely happy to do it. Absolutely great. Thank you, Chef Clem. I'm going to delve right into it.
And you and friends. Here we go.
Oh, I didn't want to share. No.
Yolanda here for the health food. I heard it was healthy for the soul, and then she was like, ooh, mine, dibs. But before we get a performance, we thought, let's just warm up the soul, warm up the belly, and hopefully we can all take one of these.
Absolutely.
Go.
So you want a croissant or you want to taste our bake?
What would you like, Yolani?
What would you recommend?
I would recommend the almond croissant because I got something to say about the almond croissant, right?
Okay.
If you do dust your almond croissant, this is public service announcement, and you eat it, and it's dusted with icing sugar, do not inhale before you bite. Learn from my buy mistakes. Also, when you're on camera, just know that. Do not inhale before you buy it. You're going to get a...
Great advice for like a first date, because you imagine your partner being just blown away by you.
Literally. So that's a good one to test. And then also when you do, if it's office vibes, you know, you're going to the office and you're having your croissant, take a step back and then go in. Yeah. Icing sugar before your meeting? No.
No,
So
it's
there's
like
some
eating
etiquette.
a pie in the car and the crumbles are just going crazy.
Not allowed. Not allowed at all.
It's right over here. You know, you can go for that. That's the almond one. Raul, I think you should try our delicious bake.
I see Lonnie's trying to be so polite and just taking a small piece. I know
Camera
you.
bites.
I think she learned from me earlier. I couldn't even speak of. Well, you know, you can tuck into that. I know you've got a great performance coming through from Zanzi, so I'm not going to ask you to speak because the look on your face is giving it all away. It's a big yay. So Chef Claire Carissa, well done. You've clearly entertained our entertainer for the day, so I'm so grateful for that. And you, Zanzi, get entertainment just after this. So don't go anywhere. More performances, of course. Get this recipe if you haven't already. And let's wait around because the good stuff is about to happen in just a bit. Can't wait.
Taste it.
With Panado giving them the power to fight pain, our dads always save the day. So thank your dad this Father's Day by nominating him for a 2,000 Rand dose of care, courtesy of Panado SA. Weekdays from the 10th to the 21st of June, stand a chance of making him one of our 10 winners by replying to the hashtag PanadoSA and hashtag Power to Fight Pain competition post on the Expresso social pages. T's and C's apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Having so much laughs behind the camera right now because we're just thinking about how incredible this show has been. It's been 3 hours with you. Booyah, girl. I've
We've held
absolutely
this
loved
down
it. Yeah.
today.
But now we're going to plug you in, Mzansi, because you can start celebrating with us because it's time to start your Monday by playing the hashtag Daily Lotto for an estimated 480,000 Rand. And that's your jackpot today. And if you want to make every day feel like a payday, then you need to play right now.
You definitely need to play. Why aren't you playing already? Well, luckily, there are many ways that you can buy your tickets and get involved, including in-store on the nationallottery.co.za, a website, or a mobile app. You can also purchase a ticket through your cell phone banking or simply by dialing *120 *7529# for USSD.
Options, baby. Now, all these details are on our Expresso social media pages, so you can go check them out right now and get yourself in the running to win big. And by big, I mean 480,000 Rand big. That's the estimated lotto jackpot, and it could be yours, but only if you play now. What are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for? I'm telling you right now that you don't have to wait any longer, because right now we've got Yolani J. She's standing by with a song. I'm going to practice it. Die girls gaan groot vanaand.
I'm here for that.
Yeah,
let's
we're
go.
going
Let's
big,
go.
baby.
Girlies, begin jou maandagoggend, want hierdie een is vir jou. Die girls gaan groot elke aand, maar spesiaal vanaand ook.
Na 'n lang dag wil net bietjie rustig raak. Ek wil net met my girlies praat en alles vertel, want ek kan nie wag tot môre nie. Gooi 'n dubbel gin, want ek wil bietjie stoom afblaas. Die girls maak groot geraas, kan ons mekaar net mooi verstaan. Die mans bly by die huis vanaand, waar met driekie maak ons foute, en tequila raak ons stouter. Whisky is ons risky, en wyn gee 'n groot hoofpyn. Dis nie te soet, maar bitter genoeg. Gooi 'n dubbel gin vir elke vriendin, maak die lewe beter smaak, want die girls drink gin vanaand. En cheers op jou, ons lewe vir nou. Gooi 'n dubbel, sluk dit in. Maak nie saak of ons foute maak, want die girls gaan groot vanaand. Weer en dan nog 'n keer. Die girls het gearriveer. Laat die rokkie swaai, want ons laat die koppe draai. Doen dit weer 'n keer. Ek wil bietjie stoom afblaas. Vanaand wil ek net dans. Laat ons mekaar mooi verstaan. Ons gaan vellies met kyk aan. Nou met die maak ons foute. Tequila raak ons stouter. En whisky is ons risky. En wyn gee 'n groot hoofpyn. Dis nie te soet, maar bitter genoeg. Gooi 'n dubbel gin vir elke vriendin. Maak die lewe beter smaak, want die girls drink gin vanaand. En cheers op jou, ons lewe vir nou. Gooi 'n dubbel, sluk dit in. Maak nie saak of ons foute maak, want die girls gaan groot vanaand. Gin is 'n vriendin, sy breek nie jou hart nie. Maak jou nie te dronk nie. Want gin is 'n vriendin, en sy breek nie jou hart, breek nie jou hart. Maak jou nie te dronk nie. Wel ek hoop, want met driekie maak ons foute, en tequila raak ons stouter.
Another feel-good production.